Hello, everybody. Good morning. Hi, hello, hi, hello. It is Tuesday, June 23rd, 2026 at 11:04 a.m. Hello, hello, Eastern time, Eastern time. Yeah, I mean, just right off the bat, Rick Parker. Where's this music coming from? Hold on. Something's hollering at me. Oh, okay. Whew. Rick said, "Isn't it crazy that we are waiting to listen to someone looking at and reading legal documents?" Yes, it is. Yet, here y'all are. Okay, so I don't know. Okay, my headphones are crackling today. If I don't get somebody who knows what to do with these audio stuff, I'm gonna have to switch careers. Okay, listen. Okay, so I don't know about y'all, but I find myself in this case very often confused. And I think that's on purpose. I think they confused us on purpose with all the lies they told, in particular over there in the American Fork Police Department. So I find myself, I mean, put one in the chat if sometimes you just find yourself just like needing to take a step back and going like, what the is even happening over here? What is even going on over here? Put one in the chat. Put one in the chat if you find yourself there, because I certainly do. So that had led me to going back through, my web. I'm always working on the web. We haven't really looked at it in a while, so I can kind of zoom out. I mean, I have added a few more judges. I have started to populate a little bit more of this part of the web. Oh, of this part of the web here. I've started to populate it more. Remember, it was just like Ben, and then it just like dropped off into infinity. So, um, I have started to update it with a few different things I thought were important. I have the two different cases now represented on the web. We have Utah, the state of Utah versus Reckless Ben, Benjamin Paul Schneider, and then we have the case number there. That's the main lead judge on the case, but there have been some other judges that have made some decisions in this case. He is a BYU grad, Judge Thomas Lowe, BYU Law School, if I recall. I did put his bio there. We can take a look at it later. But then there was also this judge. Now, he did also graduate from BYU, but I got to be honest, like, I'm not even mad at this guy because he is the one who let he's the one who let Ben get out on bail. Remember, they had tried to ask for Ben to be held within the Utah jail for like a month or whatever, and then a judge like let him out or whatever. So this is one of the judges that did let him out. Now the bail ended up being $2,500. I don't know if that's excessive or not. I also had already had this guy. This is the one who signed the search warrant. Dishonorable Judge Roger W. Griffin, also BYU graduate. And then I have put in a spot for the Provo City versus Ben case. That one is case number 261000376. The judge on that one is Stephen Schreiner, and he also went to BYU. So we are definitely 4 for 4 on the judges that are on the map. Excuse me. We do also have, okay, so 4 for 5. We also have Tony Graff. Now, he's the judge not on any of the criminal cases. He is the judge on the civil case. However, this man is he's a judge on all kind of stuff. He's a judge on the Charlie Kirk case, the Tyler Robinson trial. He's the judge in the in the Daniel McNeff divorce, Ammon and Matt's parents getting divorced. This is the judge on that case. So he does divorces, he does criminal trials with the death penalty eligible, he does reckless Ben trials in the civil, RICOs. I mean, this man, he gets around, he's busy. Now, I did put his bio here, and he is not, from the public record, a BYU grad. So that makes 1 out of the 5 judges that are on the map here. But for me, I do just get a little bit like, okay, wait, when did this happen? When did that happen? And then, of course, there's all these lies. There's all these lies getting told by Josh Johnson on the body camera footage, or excuse me, I shouldn't say lies. I should say contradicting stories. He'll tell different stories as the time goes on, etc., etc. Thanks so much to Rose, the BAM map / BJC update. Girl, you are loving that BAM map. Let me just go look at it because I just was not in the mood yesterday. The BAM map is really awesome. I really like it. but I am not like, my brain, personally, my brain, it's a little millennialized. I'm not really like that comfortable, like, naturally with like deciphering like that type of information, like charts and graphs and things like that, like in that way, unless I'm the one that made them. It is really nice though, the band map. Now, let's just take a look at it today. What I thought that I would do today, and I reserve the right to change my mind, but this is my plan today. My plan today is to go through, hold on, let me just make sure I don't have none of my personal private information up here. All right, I'm sharing the screen here. Thank you so much to Rose for the $2 super chat. This is my plan today. My plan today is to go back through some of this body camera footage, and I'm going to try to go in order. I'm not going to watch every second of this body camera footage, obviously, but I'm going to try to go starting with the 8th, the first body camera footage, the earliest, and just try to get like all the way back. All right, put myself in the position and the perspective of the people that were there, at the time, instead of just looking back at like this piece and that piece and this case and that case. I'm trying to go back through, and I've already been working on this for a while. I've already done quite a bit of work. Hold on, I need to pull up my like Word document over here. Going back through the BAM, there's this BAM Sucks YouTube page. Y'all probably know about it. And they have put up on that page, I don't know who runs it or anything like that, but they put up on that page the BAM Sucks the BAM Sucks, BAM meaning Bricks and Minifigs, BAM Sucks YouTube channel. They've put up body camera footage that supposedly is unredacted. However, it doesn't appear to be all of the body camera footage. And lately I was able to, one of y'all sent me this link. This is public information, but this is like, I believe, all the body camera footage. I don't know if the person who sent this link to me wants me to say who it was, but it was a few different people anyway, who did send me this same link. This is from the archive. So I thought we could just kind of go back to the beginning and look, okay? Try to figure out what initiated this, what was being said to the cops at the very beginning. I've also been taking notes on some of the relevant body camera interactions that Josh Johnson had with the American Fork Police Department, and him trying to get Ben and his friends arrested, and Ammon being on the phone. I do have an 8-page Word document with timestamps. I'm trying to compile everything all in this timeline, okay? But this is the BAM map. Now, let's see. It's almost like too good, because it's just so much information. I almost like really don't know where to start on it. Let's see the connection. So she's saying go the BAM map /BJC update. Just want to be very clear, I have had absolutely nothing to do with the making of this website. The BAM map, I'm not involved in any making of this website. I have not contributed. I don't know how to make a website. Okay, that says not found. Oh, BJC hyphen update. All right, let me see. Now they name dropping me over there. Okay, what is this? Newest findings. What's new and what? So did y'all, okay, so maybe they put this like BJC update because they wanted me to read this part. Maybe they know that my brain is a little bit defective trying to read all this. Okay, so again, I just be very clear. I have had nothing to do with the creation of this website. I have nothing to do with the maintenance of this website. I don't own this website. It's not my website, but it is very impressive. Okay, so let's see. I don't know why. I don't know what the deal is with this, why it shows up under BJC update, but it says what's new and what the documents prove. The newest findings, each one a public record. You can open and check yourself. Thank you. Appreciate that. Every claim is tagged for how solid it is. Nice. And the fair counter explanation sits right beside it. Okay, nice. All right. Everyone named is presumed innocent. Yep, that's right. Okay, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane. I have gotten whispers of this. Okay, so they give you a little key. All right, this is already getting a little bit above my understanding grade here, but we'll go with it because this allegation is something I did kind of want to look into. Let's see how to read the tags. Adjudicated means a court has already ruled. Confirmed means it's on the public record. Corroborated, I don't know, some of y'all might be colorblind. This is green. This is a different color green. This is blue. Multiple sources agree. Corroborated. Asserted. Okay, so this is like orange color, kind of red. This is just a theory. It is still being tested. Inference means that you could, infer, you might be able to make the allegation based on some evidence, but hasn't been adjudicated or necessarily confirmed. And then referral grade just means, okay, investigators need to look into this, and that's the color gray. Okay, so this is kind of interesting to me. A dead woman is still listed as their registered agent. Legally Mine's Alaska operations, Legally Mine. So we talked about this quite a bit last week and the week before. We talked about Legally Mine and how Legally Mine is a company that is or was very connected to Bricks and Minifigs, to the McNeff brothers. Their father was the CEO. It appears maybe now their dad done sold the company. I don't exactly know today on June 23rd, 2026, where it stands. But at least as of last month in May, early in the month, the CEO, for all intents and purposes, appeared to be still Dan McNeff, Ammon and Matt's father. Now, it looks like they have started to move some things around since the filing of the civil complaint. And I don't exactly know where it all stands now, but it says Legally Mine's Alaska operation runs through a captive company, LMRA Services, Inc. Remember we talked about LMRA, Legally Mine Registered Agent Services, the registered agent for thousands of asset protection shell companies. Daniel McNeff is the only officer of LMRA Services. The person LMRA names as its own registered agent. Okay, so this is important, right? Because what is LMRA? It is, I believe, Legally Mine Registered Agent. That's what I think LMRA stands for. And they serve as the registered agent for service of process on many of these Legally Mine companies. Legally Mine is a company that sells and offers the supposed asset protection services suite. And they offer different packages, but part of their asset protection services, according to public videos that they have on YouTube, part of their pitch is that they help you, or they, for you, will set up all of these or multiple LLCs. And this is in order to supposedly shield people from getting, losing a lot of money in lawsuits, being able to be sued, putting the pot of gold with the lid on it and hiding it, however you want to say it. But if one of those companies does want to get sued, if it does get sued, then it has the lawsuit should go to the registered agent for service of process on the company. And for thousands of those Legally Mine asset protection created, LLCs that they seemingly have created for their clients, their customers, some might say their victims, I don't know. The registered agent for those companies is LMRA Services. But what if you want to sue LMRA Services? What if you want to sue LMRA Services? Well, if you want to sue LMRA Services, you would still need to serve them with legal process. And their registered agent for receiving lawsuits is a woman, supposedly by the name of Deborah Rogers. But Deborah Rogers apparently is dead. On a state of Alaska filing submitted December 22nd, 2025, the company certified under penalty of perjury that she is alive. No filing was ever made to replace her. A registered agent has one job: to accept legal papers. Theirs has been dead for 2 years. So what I do want to know is, how do we know Deborah Rogers is? That's kind of, maybe a popular name. They do put up a counterpoint. The agent's name carries over automatically on the form. Maybe the business just failed to update it after her death. Fixing it takes a separate filing. Now, they do say that it's confirmed. Let me see. So there is a Deborah Rogers obituary. She's from Minnesota. But, this is the thing. How do we know that this is the same Deborah Rogers? It says Deborah Rogers. This is a public filing right here. Daniel McNeff And this is not his like actual address. This is a business address. So, I mean, look, if that is a dead lady, that would really throw a wrench in things. I don't know exactly how to confirm whether that's the same exact Deborah Rogers. Um, Thanks so much to Rose for the $5 super chat. The band map has a concurrent body cam redaction multi-viewer with transcript. Oh my God, hold on. Let me see how I can see. That's the thing. There's so many resources here, and I don't even know how to like really get to all of them. Okay, hold on. Oh, here's why it was her. Okay, wait. They did go through this. Okay. Spoke too soon. Here's why it was her. They knew I was gonna be like, how do we know that's the same Deborah? I mean, it's a fair question. I want to just be accusing people of having dead registered agents. It says she was the founder's high school classmate. Why would a woman in Fairbanks, not in the registered agent business, be the agent of record for the entire Alaska operation? Well, because apparently she had known Daniel since high school. Her maiden name is Valsing. She graduated in Canyon City High School, Colorado, 1976, and so did Daniel McNeff. His own Legally Mine biography says that he did. Hold on, it's loading. His own Legally Mine biography says he grew up in small mining towns in Colorado. Canyon City is one of those small mining towns, and classmate records place a Daniel McNeff in a 1972 through 1976 class. Okay, so here is his. Wait, this isn't. Legally mine, largest revised, specialized today, average business, life, injury, running a business gives you enough to worry about. So where's Dan's profile? Hold on, I'm just clicking back here. Gonna be kind of like a chill, low-key day today. I do want to let y'all know there's no like huge smoking guns today. It's like live investigation. So that's what you should expect today. My throat also is a little sore from like all this talking. How do I get to his? How do I get to his? Hold on. Because this is his Legally Mine biography says he grew up in small mining towns in Colorado. So what was his dad, like a miner? Minor, not minor. What if I go without doing company? But I do fully anticipate today that we are going to catch him in some lies. I mean, that really is my meet the team. That's what I wanted. That really is my major, goal today, is to try and start lining up this timeline and looking at some of the statements that they made to police and things like that to catch him in some lies. I guess it won't let me click on this. Okay, so yeah, I mean, take with a grain of salt because I'm not able to access this Dan McNeff's own Legally Mine biography because when I click on the link that it has there, it sends me to the June 16th, 2026, and there's no biography there. I did click around a little bit trying to find it, but I can't, so I'm going to move on. Decades later, from Fairbanks, his old classmate became the registered agent for his Alaska Asset Protection Company. The person legally answering for the whole operation was not an independent professional. She was the founder's high school friend, and when she died, the company kept filing as if she hadn't died. However, there is a counterpoint. There's nothing wrong with trusting someone you have known for decades. The point is not the friendship, it's what it reveals. The registered agent meant to make this look arm's length was actually a personal connection from the start. Very interesting. 4 houses. Okay, this is crazy. Okay, this is supposedly confirmed. So let's look at this allegation here. 4 houses signed over to the wife in one batch 10 days before the lawsuit. The family's own homes in Orem were quitclaimed to Dan's wife, Evelyn. Now remember, they are divorced and or have gone through a divorce or are going through a divorce. But 4 houses with recorder entry numbers running back to back. The entry numbers ended in 5830, 5831, 5832, 5833. This means, this can be implied that they did file them like basically all the same time. They transferred the houses over to Evelyn, the mother of the Bricks and Minifigs people, about 10 days before the sons sued their father in federal court in January 2021. 2 years later, the houses were rotated again. Oh my God. So right before Ammon and Matt sued their dad, they transferred 4 houses into the mom's name. 2 years later, they moved the houses out of her name again into brand new companies named Bag End, Burrow, Green, Dragon, Layer, and Phoenix Keep. It is the same structure Legally Mine sells to clients. They're doing this, running it under their own roof. Oh my God. Okay, they do offer up a counterpoint. The intent was fraudulent signing. Right. So the inference is that this was somehow fraud or bad faith or something like that. Signing a home to a spouse is legal. Estate planning LLCs are ordinary, and part of this predates the lawsuit. Yeah, I mean, it is just an interesting timeline note. And this is before the McNeff sons ended up in a lawsuit with their dad. Okay. This is really what I wanted to dig into today as well. The Joshua Johnson story of this all. What is this man? And this is one of the things that has me so confused. Is he an owner? Is he a corporate employee? Is he what is he? What is he, and why isn't he listed as an owner in the 2025 disclosure alongside Brandon Best? They're kind of saying, on the one hand, to the cops, they're saying that, Josh Johnson was a corporate employee, but also he wasn't a corporate employee because anytime somebody was trying to get information from him, okay, you got to call corporate. But to the cops, he was saying he is corporate. And so that's one of the things that I have found to be very interesting in this whole case and that I want to look into. So this BAM map has also kind of pointed to this in Bricks and Minifigs' own 2026 franchise disclosure, a sworn legal document, by the way. Joshua Johnson is listed in 3 roles at the same time. Number 1, he was listed as recruiting franchisees for BAM. He is listed as the executive vice president of Fortune Law and even an event director for Legally Mine. I don't know if this is in the 2026. I think this is in the... Oh, right. He was. So it's they make you list for the past 5 years. So he was one person tying the Lego franchise, a law firm, and the asset protection company all together in the company's own filing. This shows the companies are connected. It doesn't necessarily mean somebody broke the law, but it just does show some connection. The Supreme Court in Ohio has already ruled that Legally Mine and Dan McNeff practiced law without a license. That ruling alone can open the door for former clients to claw back what they have paid. Confirmed, because that ruling is final, former clients have a ready-made class action, damages, coordinated home transfers, kind of appear like they were trying to hide the assets right before they went into this lawsuit. And, some people have been asking, wondering, does this all add up to a RICO? The connections are documented. I mean, I'm not saying it does, but here's what I do know about Reckless Ben. Here's what I do know about his content from the public record. And I've never spoken to him. I don't know him. He don't talk to me. It's not like that. I just am covering this story and I have watched some of his videos. And what I know about him from his videos is he's going to get people in exactly the same way they get people. So if you want to sue for a RICO, I don't think Reckless Ben's the one to sue for a RICO if something you're doing could even possibly be looking like a RICO. I'll say that, because I would not be surprised in the very least to find out that Ben is going to counterclaim against them and sue them for RICO. Okay, let me see the body cam. You said that they have a body cam viewer on here. Let's see. A concurrent body cam redaction multi-viewer. Oh, that's nice. That's what I want to see. Let me see. Body cam. How do I get to it? Bricks and Minifigs, Midnight Family, Legally Mine. What if I just like, okay, wait. Okay, wait, hold on. There's this stuff at the top. What's this? Donate to the van map. Watch the body cam. That's what I want. All right. So how do I read this? Let me see. So if I press play on one, it's all gonna 6 feeds live. This is crazy. Wait, so if I press play, will they all play? Oh, this is cool. Okay, this is one of those things. Hold on. Do I have... Okay, how do I make them... All right, so they're all muted. Wow, this is cool. This is really cool, I will say.
Is there anyone else inside?
Oh, this is so cool. Okay, so if you're up at the top and you just press the play button, then like all of them will start playing, and it's a multi-viewer, so it's lined up. This is really cool. Okay, so it's lined up all of the 6 body cams that were apparently going, and it appears like... Okay, what am I looking at here? This one's redacted. This one's redacted. But we know that there have been unredacted ones put out. Who's on? Gonzalez, Jensen, Laycock, Lott, Neal, Nicosia, Richardson, and Tonga. This is a really cool. Hold on. Okay, let's just watch it for a second. I'm going to watch it for a few minutes or, you know, a moment, and then I'm going to see if I can ascertain what's going on with this some redacted, some not situation.
Police department, make yourself known.
Ready?
Gotcha. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Okay, muted and release. All right, so he's saying, or the BAM map, AI or whatever it is that did this is like a lot. I don't care, AI or not, this had to have been a lot of work. This had to have been a lot of work. Okay, Gonzalez, Jensen, who's on? Okay, so this was muted. All this stuff was muted in the body cam that the police apparently sent to Ben. Wow, this is one of those things that I wanted to look at as well. Thank you, Rose Investigates, for the $5 and for letting me know this information. Thank you, thank you. If you, okay, wait, hold on. Thank you, Rose, for the $2. X-ray on next to play button. X-ray on. Okay, let me turn. Oh, wow. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, it would be nice to have a multiplayer that showed a side-by-side, what was redacted, what wasn't. I thought that's what this was. You have to actually... Wow, this was all muted. This was all... Okay, so I'm pressing this X-ray button up here. You see how it says X-ray off? This is how I was watching it. If you press X-ray on, it unredacts. And you can see what they had actually... covered up. Wow. Okay. Okay, so up here it says blacked and release. All right, so up here where you see blacked in release, they redacted this in the release. All right, so this is all 3 of these were completely redacted, probably because it was like inside a home or a house. I do know some police departments will not release body camera footage of inside somebody's house or a residence, but I don't know. This was blacked out and muted. That's crazy. This was blacked out. You can see, you can watch each screen and they pop up.
Yep, I gotcha.
Wow. This was all blacked out in the initial release. You see where it says blacked and released? It was already, all of this was redacted. Them turning off or putting down the GoPro, them digging around not finding a single Lego.
Okay. Yep.
Let's see what I got the clip for.
I gotcha.
It's gonna be the upstairs.
It's gonna be the upstairs. Is that where the owners were? No, they were in the truck. I forgot. Or at least the husband was, according to the cops.
I'm clear.
Clear.
There's a lock here, but yeah.
A lock.
Yeah.
Like your closet. Okay, that's one. Airbnb.
It was all redacted in the original. That's crazy.
Just go hang out with them. Thank you.
Go hang out with them.
No forced answer.
Can y'all hear? Now I'm wondering if y'all can even hear it. Keeps kicking y'all out. Why were they redacted indeed is the question. Now I don't know if y'all can even hear this. Let me reshare it.
Engaged when we were walking out father in custody. We got the main target in custody as well.
Okay.
This is crazy to me. He said we got the main target in custody when this was a search warrant, not an arrest warrant. Not an arrest warrant. I got a new update. What's new? Okay, so if you go to this BAM map page, hold on. And you go to like the home, like just bammap.com. Up here at the top, you can read the dossier. You can look at the connection board. Wow. Wow. Brandon Best, BAM franchise. This is crazy. This is awesome. But you see what I mean? It's just so much information that it kind of becomes a little bit overwhelming. But you can kind of click around on here. Again, I didn't have anything to do with making this. I frankly don't have the skills, the skill set. But up here, if you want to watch this body cam stuff, it's right. Oh, wait. Yeah, it will be up here. So you can go to the connection board. You can read the dossier. And then they have like a new update exclamation point thing. So, yeah, that's what we just read. Thank you for showing me that, Rose. Thank you to Big Crunch. Went for the $4.99. One of mine, BJC and those in chat. I pay to watch her do her thing. Not chat members suggest how she run her channel. Don't worry, nobody can tell me what to do. Thank you for the $4.99. Thank you so much to Nailhead for the $5. Bam, the bricks and minifigs rolls are tied. It does seem like that. Thank you for the $1.99 to James, and thank you again to Rose for the $2. Okay, so y'all can hear. Okay, good. The web is really webbing. Yeah, and I think that judge is extremely corrupt, extremely uneducated, extremely ignorant, extremely stupid, extremely possibly genetically defective. I mean, that's just my opinion. So, let me pull back up the web. And this is kind of the situation. Okay, this is kind of the situation we have going on at the moment. So there's a dishonorable Judge Roger Griffin. He's the one who signed that bogus supposed search warrant. We have the target in custody. Okay, but I thought it was a search warrant. You mean the targeted Legos you didn't find? You don't have them in custody. And that all happened in American Fork. That raid happened in American Fork. And there were like a few. I did see something happen with Gideon. I sure did see something happened with him yesterday. He got arrested or something, but I haven't looked into it like closely like that. So I thought, you know what? Okay, look, I'm tired of like trying to take these people's words for it, especially the people like the likes of Ammon McNeff, Matt McNeff, because even if they not boldface unmitigated liar pants on fires, their word cannot be trusted. it never happened, never happened. And it's like, okay, but it did happen because you said you had it at other times. Or Josh Johnson, who worked for corporate, would say that he had it. Or, for example, there was no U-Haul. He was in a rental. He was in a rental car. There was no U-Haul. And then CoffeeZilla found a picture of a U-Haul. So it's like you can't really trust no thing. You can't trust anything comes out of these people's mouth. Can't trust nothing they say. So that's my opinion based on things that they have been wrong about in the past. So that brings me to this little lawsuit. I guess I could put some little arrows here to make it a little easier to follow. So we have one lawsuit here. This is a civil lawsuit. We have another lawsuit here. This is Utah versus the state of Utah versus Ben. And then we have another third criminal case here. And that is the Provo City versus Ben. Okay, so criminal case 1, criminal case 2. I guess you could call this Provo 1, case 1, Utah 2, and then you have the civil case. All right, so those are the 3 major ones. And then there's all this other activity that happened in American Fork. All this other activity. There was the raid. There was the search warrant that was based on pretty much nothing. BYU grad. I don't know if Ryan Wells went to BYU or not, but he is a Mormon. At least if this is him, which, I mean, it looks like him to me as a kid. Ryan Wells, I do believe he is a Mormon. And so I can understand now why, there were those allegations of maybe these people are just kind of looking out for each other, because the judge on the Utah versus Ben, Mormon, the judge who did let him out on the $2,500 bail, BYU, I shouldn't say Mormon, I should say BYU, the judge who signed the search warrant, BYU, and the judge who is on the case in Provo versus Ben is BYU. Okay, so this is kind of like where we're starting, and I'm like, all right, but there's so much stuff that happened, right? There's like all these different trips to Josh Johnson's house. Josh Johnson talking to him and all that. So I thought we could start basically here. I mean, this is like 25 minutes long. So I don't think we're going to go through the whole entire thing, but I do want to just say, okay, like what was the first call? What's the first thing that kind of sets this all off? Hold on. Let's go to the archive.com. Thank you so much to GRB for the $5 super chat. The Denton's attorney that works for BAM is a BYU professor. I mean, the private civil attorney doesn't bother me that much, because it's like, if you practice a religion, you should be able to hire someone else who practices that religion if you want to, or goes to your church or whatever. The problem starts to become with me where like actual rights were violated and they actually did stuff wrong, and these people are supposed to be public servants like judges and cops. Like, that's where it starts to bother me. People can enter into a private contract and hire whatever lawyer they want, but when it's a judge who's supposed to be fair and impartial, especially signing search warrants that are not constitutionally valid and don't pass constitutional muster under any reading of the law. And then also there's these other connections. That's when I start to say, are you choosing your loyalty to your church, your religion, and, your people or whatever over loyalty to the law, the Constitution, the country, and the truth? And it looks like that's what's going on to me. That doesn't mean every Mormon, out here would do that or is doing that. But I kind of feel like if you're over there in Utah and you don't go along with these thugs, then they will come and get you too. Like, I almost feel like they'll turn on anybody. They're just malicious, vicious, demonic creatures. That's what it looks like to me. So this is like apparently, okay, so this is March 8th. March 11th is when the raid happened on the house. So let's start on March 8th here. Let's see what's the earliest one. We have 14 o'clock, 13:13, 13:13, 13:16. Okay, 12:55 appears to be the earliest first body cam in the whole case that we have access to here. It is loading. And it's a 13 minutes, 49 seconds long. It is 12:55 p.m., just before 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay, it does appear to still be loading. This is the judge who Sign the warrant. Excuse me, no it isn't. This is the judge who let Ben out on bail. Okay, let's see if we can play this. This is the first video, and I just wanted to go kind of back in time, like where did this all start and how did this all start as far as the American Fork Police Department is concerned.
Officer Tonga with American Fork Police Department. Is this Joshua?
Okay, so it starts with Joshua Johnson making a report to Officer Tonga. All right, so this is where it all starts in American Fork. He says, "Is this Joshua?" Let's see, can I make it play faster? Will it let me? Let's see. 1.25. All right.
Yeah, this is he.
How can I help you today?
So this kid showed up at my door and my partner's door, my business partner. He lives in like Cottonwood Heights, but he had like a fake UPS hat on. He obviously didn't work for UPS, and he hands me this package. And he's like, "Oh yeah, sign it." I'm looking at it, and I'm like, looking at him, and he's got like a taped UPS thing on his hat. I'm like, "You work for UPS?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, I couldn't figure it out at the time, so then I did a little squiggly line on his phone, and so he delivered. I know it sounds unconsequential, it doesn't sound significant, but we own a store.
Okay, so this is supposedly, I'm going to take some notes here too. The reason I'm doing this is to catch them in any lies, and also just, I don't want to take their word for it. I want to go in and see myself what's going on here. So this is March 8th, Axon Body 3 video, 2026, 03, 08, 1255, X60. So this is Officer Tonga. I wonder if they wear the same body cam every time they clock in. Like, is Tonga always going to be X60AF8422? Or do they just grab up a body cam and put one on each day? Sorry, I'm making out my little notebook here. March 8th, 2026, 12:55 p.m. Okay. So he's calling and he asks about, and he tells him about like, I think it was, I don't know who it was. I think it was a kid named Tyler. I'm not really sure exactly though. And he shows up with the fake UPS thing, and I think he had like ducks in the box.
Like, I couldn't figure it out at the time, so then I did a little squiggly line on his phone, and so he delivered. I know it sounds unconsequential,
It does. It doesn't sound like a big deal. He even knows it sounds stupid.
We own a store, or we owned a store in Oregon, and
We own a store, or we owned a store. What is BAM's basis for, thank you Nailhead for the $5. What is BAM's basis for any report of a death threat to Amanda in Salem? No idea. I have no idea. I've been wondering the same. Thank you for the $5. Somebody said, I want to hear the 911 calls. Who has them? Who has them? Thanks so much to Vol for the $2 super chat. Tonga has an interesting tattoo on his inner right arm. Okay, I'll take a look at that. Thank you for the $2.
long story short,
Let me see. It's not playing.
my business partner, he lives in like Cottonwood Heights, but he had like a fake UPS hat on.
I'm looking for the tattoo.
Police Department. Is this Joshua?
Yeah, this is he.
How can I help you today?
So this kid showed up at my door, and my partner.
This kid. What's going on here? It's glitching. Okay, I guess this buffer got a buffer.
My business partner, he lives in like Cottonwood Heights, but he had like a fake UPS hat on.
Fake
He obviously
UPS
didn't work
hat.
for UPS, and he hands me this package.
Hands me
He's
a
like, "Oh yeah,
package.
sign it." I'm looking at it. I'm like, looking at him, and he's got like a taped UPS thing on his hat. I'm like, "You work for UPS?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, I couldn't figure it out at the time, so then I do a little squiggly line on his phone, and so he delivered. I know it sounds unconsequential, you know.
It does. It doesn't sound like a big deal.
We own a store, or we owned a store in Oregon, and long story short, the lady we got it from pissed this guy off. You don't want to hear the whole story, but he wants us.
The lady we got it from. Okay, so that's one version of the story. Quote, owned a store in Oregon. ... Lady we got it from. Lady we got it from. Okay, so the way he's saying it now, he ain't saying that they repossessed the store, took the store from her, kicked her out the store that night. He's saying they just simply got it from her, like almost to imply like they just simply had a little merger and acquisition moment.
He wants us to pay for her contract, which I never signed a contract with the guy. So he's got a YouTube guy coming after us. His name's Reckless Ben. And so this kid was likely a follower of Reckless Ben, and they're just trying to see where we live. I just want to document that they delivered a fake package to our address. So if they ever come back, and I don't know why. It maybe needs to be documented.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely.
I'm not going to be nice. We have video. I don't have video, but my partner has video of the kid pretending to be a UPS delivery driver.
Okay, is it the same male?
Yeah, they look the exact same. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And would you be able to get that footage?
Yeah, he's dealing with church and stuff. So as soon as he can, he'll get that to me. If he can
This is like another thing that y'all were pointing out, like dealing with church and stuff is supposed to be like we're in it. I don't know if it is or isn't, but I'm just, as we go through, I'm going to take note of some of this stuff. A lot of stuff I want, where is this at, or where did he say that? And I can't ever find it back. So I'm kind of keeping it now in this Word document. Josh about Brandon. So Brandon's dealing with church and stuff. Girl, Brandon is the only one knows how to keep his mouth shut, it seems. The same kid with the fake UPS hat went to both Josh and Brandon's house, according to Josh, speaking to Tonga. So this is like the first interaction of any police kind at all whatsoever, and it was about the ducks, okay, or the fake UPS delivery.
I sure can. What I'll do is I'll email you over a link, and then I'll just have you submit it to that link. What's a good email for you?
M is in Mary, T is in Tango,
Okay,
and then the direction west, so WEST.
I'm just gonna mute him telling his email.
And then, so just a few more questions with the delivery driver. Could you just describe him?
Yeah, he looked like a teenager almost. Like my brain was. I was going to speak at church. I was walking out the door, and then this.
Now he was going to speak at church. Now it's Josh is going. We're all going. We're just these churchmen. We don't lie. We don't steal. We don't do nothing wrong, officer. We just going to church. I was going to speak at church. Okay. Maybe relevant, maybe not.
You know what I mean? So I'm not in the mind frame of expecting a scammer to show up. But he's really young. He was blonde, I think. Had a fake UPS hat on. Like, he had taped UPS on his hat. Skinny. Probably 17, I guess. 18 would be my guess. So the YouTube guy is named Reckless Ben. And he probably has, this kid is probably a follower of Reckless Ben.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
Gotcha.
And Reckless Ben has showed up at the corporate headquarters in Provo. Provo has a case against Reckless Ben for harassing. Bricks and Minifigs is the name of the corporate store.
Provo has a case for harassing, but that's not true. They didn't have a case for harassing. What are the charges in Provo? It's disorderly conduct and criminal trespass. So this seems like somewhat of a lie. Possible lie, question mark. Josh says Provo has a case against Ben, quote, for harassment. Not true. Maybe they were looking into it for that at that time, but The Provo case is disorderly conduct and criminal trespass. That's what it is.
Sorry, could you spell that for me?
Yeah, bricks and minifigs. So my
The
partner,
funniest thing is he don't ever spell it. Okay, can you spell that for me? Yeah, bricks and minifigs, sir.
last night, I own a franchise in Oregon, and
His partner and him own a franchise in Oregon.
well, we did. Well, anyways, and yeah, I don't know. You want the whole story?
Yeah, sure. Context helps.
What's that? Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So we own the Eugene, Oregon store. Well, I don't know if I want to put that out there, but so in Salem or Kaiser,
We own the Eugene, Oregon store. Oh, I don't know if I want to put that out there. Salem, Kaiser.
Oregon, there was a lady. Her name was Crystal Law, and she was the franchisee in Salem, Kaiser. Well, she abandoned the store, so she had a boyfriend. Called corporate up and was like, "Hey, I'm moving to Scotland." So
Okay, another kind of like different, version here. At first it was lady we got it from. Now, 4 minutes later, he's now saying she abandoned the store. Okay, I guess those two things can technically be reconciled. So, lady abandoned the store. But the way he says abandon the store, it makes it seem like she got on a plane and went to Scotland, and then there was just this empty store. It was just abandoned, and then Josh had to come through, and that's not what happened. It's not what happened.
I work at the corporate headquarters as well. So Ammon, the CEO, was like, "Hey, go rescue the Salem store."
I work at the corporate headquarters as well. I mean, a lot of this stuff we've already heard. But I'm trying to keep track of like, I work at the corporate. So Ammon was like, go rescue the store. Okay.
And you can have it for the price of whatever you recovered it for.
And you
Actually,
can have it
so
for the
Brandon
price.
and I, my partner, go down to Salem, and we start to try to clean up that store. But Crystal Law, the old owner, we didn't know this, but she had signed a consignment deal with a guy named Brian Mansell like a year and a half.
He says they didn't know that, but Brandon was told that night. So the consignment deal. This is like, okay, this is important. This is a really important call to me because this is the first one. This is the first contact with the American Fork Police
Almost 2
Department.
years before we showed up. And her agreement with this Brian Mansell was to sell his Lego and pay him out if she sold it. Well, she never did that. And it was a big, long list worth maybe $100,000. And she never.
Oh, a big long list worth maybe $100,000. Admits that he knows it is valuable. Big long list worth maybe 100. Never happened. That's fake.
For it. So there was like 10, 15 sets that we identified that were Brian's. And we told them, you can have these sets, but we're not responsible for Crystal Law. Well, I don't think he can get a hold of Crystal. I think she went to Scotland. So he wants somebody to be responsible. And he thinks that should be me and Brandon. And he told them, well, I didn't sign a contract with you. I don't know you from Adam. You know what I mean? Like, these sets I identified as yours, and he won't pick them up. He won't have anything to do with it. He wants me to pay him out the $100,000. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
So he's contacted you two people. They've destroyed that business. They sent a lady in there saying, "Hey, I'm going to kill you," to the manager and the murder you. And the man to the manager's like, "Well, get killing," you know. And obviously,
That must be what there's, that's their evidence, is that third-hand information that somebody went in there and told Amanda they're gonna kill her. I didn't see or hear that happen. If that did happen, I mean, that's terrible. They should be in trouble. But like, who? He said Ben didn't do it. He said they sent someone in there to do it. So how do I know that how do I know Josh Johnson didn't send somebody in there to say that? I really don't.
killer. But like, they've just done all kinds of crazy stuff. And so we closed the store. We closed the Kaiser store. And now they hung a sign on the building saying, "We sued them, they lost," which isn't true. We just closed it because we don't want to fight these people anymore. And it's not.
We just closed it because we don't want to fight these people anymore. Okay, so big question here. Why was the store closed? Because that's going to come up a lot in the lawsuit. That's going to be a huge part of the lawsuit. What was the harm? Oh, well, we had to close our store. There are other reasons have been given, and I want to collect all the different reasons. One of the questions I want to collect all the reasons for, why was the store closed? Well, he says here, they gave a fake reason, but the real reason is they didn't want to fight these people anymore. Didn't want to fight these people anymore. As a fake reason. Josh Johnson. Okay, let me see. Can I go back 10 seconds or will it let me? It's a little glitchy of a player here. Let me see. What are we at here? 629. Let's go back 622. I press play. It ain't doing nothing though.
Crazy stuff. And so we closed the store. We closed the Kaiser store. And now they hung a sign on the building saying, we sued them, they lost, which isn't true. We just closed it because we don't want to fight these people anymore. It's not a profitable business.
Okay, they hung a sign on the building that said, we sued them, they lost. Okay, that's Ben's sign. Ben's sign is referenced. We sued them, they lost. Josh said that wasn't true.
All this, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
he's hired this reckless man, this crazy YouTube guy.
Okay, this is important to me because this is the first contact that we know about with the American Fork Police Department. He's not calling to say, hey, there's someone on my doorstep. Hey, there's someone harassing me actively right now. There's a sign outside. The first call ever came from Josh Johnson to Tonga. Tonga called back Josh Johnson, turns on the body cam, calls back Josh Johnson, and Josh Johnson is making a bunch of statements as if they're facts. One of the statements he just made is Brian Mansell hired
All this, right?
Reckless
Yeah,
Ben.
absolutely.
So he's hired this reckless man, this crazy YouTube guy, to come and harass us. And he walked into corporate, and Anna and the CEO kicked him out. And he's gone into the stores, and now he's showing up at my house. It wasn't Reckless Ben that showed up today, but it was a kid, you know?
Yeah. With the package that showed up, was there any labeling or anything on it?
Yeah, it's like a fake label that they printed off. It's obviously fake.
Do you know who it's addressed to?
It's addressed to me,
Okay.
but it's got the wrong zip code. Like,
Oh.
it's just a fake. And Brandon has the same fake label on his package, you know?
Gotcha. If you could take photos of that as well and just submit them to the same link at the same time that you
Sure.
submit that footage from your business partner. What's the name of your business partner?
Brandon Best.
Brandon Best. Common spelling?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. And he's...
That's weird, Jake. Josh Johnson, Brandon Best.
That's all right.
We were mission companions.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Do you know what year?
thank God. I've been looking for this. This is why I needed to do this. Brandon Best was also a mission companion. I know that y'all knew, some of y'all already knew that. I just couldn't find where he said that. We were mission companions. Oh my God, that's huge. I've been looking for this. So all of them were mission companions. Because remember, we already saw the Fishers of Men where Ammon, the CEO, was also mission companions with Josh Johnson. Okay, good to know.
Born in?
I would guess 83 or 4.
83 or 4? Okay.
Probably 83, I guess.
Gotcha. And then what city is he out of?
Cottonwood Heights.
Cottonwood Heights.
Conwood Heights.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll document it, and then are you disposing? Did you open the parcel at all?
Yeah, I opened. It's like rubber chickens.
Rubber
I don't know if we
chickens.
want to fingerprint this box. I don't know what you do. I don't know.
I don't know if you want to fingerprint the box full of rubber chickens.
With something like this, usually fingerprinting the state lab and just the investigation side of the house, they don't touch it unless it's an aggravated felony where somebody gets hurt or stuff like that.
All right, figure. I mean, I didn't know.
But no, absolutely, it's one of those things where it's always good to ask because
Well, I don't know. I don't like these guys are crazy. Like their YouTube things, they just do crazy stuff. So I wouldn't put it past them to put something in the box, you know?
yeah,
So I
absolutely.
put it outside. I just kicked it outside.
If you could also just document the rubber chickens as well.
Yeah, sure.
And then, again, just submit it to that link. And then I have a case number for whenever you're ready.
All right, hold on. Okay, what is it?
It's going to be 26 AF. Is it a minute?
26 AF.
Yep. 01974.
Okay. Yeah, you'll email me and then we'll put up all the stuff in there. And
Perfect.
then if they come back, I'm not going to promise them to be a good boy.
I would tell
If they come back, I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna be a good boy. What does that mean? You're gonna violently assault them or what? Huh? I'm typing that. If they come back, I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna be a good boy. Ew.
just keep it. I would call us if
Yeah,
if
I'll
they
call you.
if they continue to, because we were able to take more action, and then obviously
Like I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna shoot him and kill him dead. I mean that. Yeah, that's all I can promise you. That seems to be like a threat to me.
we're able to trespass any individuals that you make contact with. So if they come back, we can charge them for criminal trespass and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
What about taking a UPS driver? Is that illegal?
I would have to.
He's already trying to find things, crimes, right? He's already trying to find crimes. Now, this is also something I don't think I've ever really mentioned it explicitly. It kind of, in my mind, it goes without saying, but one way to save a lot of money on a lawsuit and still get the outcome you want is to have the state do it. So if you or the government. So if you really want somebody to stop talking to you, and stop talking about your business, one way to do it is sue them in civil court. It could take a long time and it could take a lot of money and you could lose. Or you can just keep reporting somebody for a crime over and over again. Oh, this crime. Oh, that crime. Oh, this crime. Oh, that crime. And pester the hell out of the police department until finally they're arrested. And then you don't have to spend any money. The state will pick it up from there. The prosecutors will pick it up from there. And I kind of get the feeling that Josh Johnson has a vice. Okay, this is just a feeling. This is not a fact. But I have a feeling he has a vice. Maybe he gambles. Maybe he drinks. Maybe he does other something. I don't know. Maybe he collects Legos, girl. I mean, I really don't know. But I think he's like hard up for money because his house, which is a public record where his house is, and Brandon Best's house, which is a public record where Brandon Best's house is, these guys are not living in the same type of house. They are not living in the same type of area. The house Brandon Best lives in is very large, very big, much bigger, nicer. It looks like it has a lot more land that he's living on. And they're all like about, around the same age. Ammon, I don't know. I don't know if his house where he lives is a public record or not because Ben went over there to the office. I don't know where he lives, and I'm not encouraging anybody to look anything up or especially go anywhere. Y'all are, you're asking to be arrested if you go to these people's houses. But I almost feel like he's like just hard up. Like he's kind of like grifting and scheming all the time. I feel this is a feeling, not a fact. Like Josh is like scheming and grifting all the time because he just always like needs money all the time. And I feel like he just doesn't have the money to really pursue this litigation, really. But he's the main one that is barking the loudest about like not wanting Ben to talk about him. Brandon Best, I gotta admit, has done a good job with this PR. It doesn't look good because of the company he keeps and all of that, but he hasn't spoken. He didn't do no interviews with CoffeeZilla. He did not come out there and yap to the officers. He's not the one making these calls. It appears as though Brandon is just like in a better way positioned to handle this period. So I almost feel like Josh Johnson is just trying to get Ben arrested so he doesn't have to sue him. So he doesn't have to go into court with him so he can just save money. That's my opinion. Thank you so much to Speedy for the $5. It's neat that Josh said we shut the corporate store down. Isn't it neat? Isn't that neat? Thank you to Jennifer for becoming a new member. Thank you, thank you. Thank you to Vol for the okay, thank you for the $2 Australian. The tattoo's visible when he first meets Ben. Good to know. Thank you, Jennifer, for the $20 super chat. Please tell me you are going to watch the Sheldon arrest where the Polish refer to Josh, or the police refer to Josh as boss, and the white truck sits in front of the house. I have so many screenshots from watching this of that white truck or what I think is the white truck. And yeah, I don't know if we're going to get to it today, but I did want to go through a lot of the different scenes where there's like this mysterious white, presumably unmarked F-150 police truck lurking around the whole day of the 11th. I did intend, thank you for the $20, Jennifer. I did intend to go over that with y'all. I don't know if it'll happen today because we're going to go through the timeline. I don't want to jump to the 11th. My whole thing is like, Okay, let's get back down on the ground. You know, we're on the ground. We're doing the bird's eye view here and going from the 8th through the 11th to kind of piece together what actually happened, what was said, which lies we can uncover. This is tedious work, but somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. Thank you for the $20. Thanks so much to Bryce. Wow, thank you so much for the $49.99. I have a call recorded on my ex with the Utah District Sergeant Hales telling me regardless of a crime being committed, there are specific reasons why the FBI and local jurisdictions won't file a crime and go after it. Oh, wow. I'll have to take a look at that. Oh my God. Mom, what are you doing? Did you just get paid today, girl? Thank you for the $100, Mom. And wow, y'all better tell Amber TSW thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to my mom in the chat. Valhalla said, I'm temporarily changing my avatar on stream to Josh's feet until further notice. Okay, well, if you do that, I mean, people reserve the right to call the FBI on you or something for just like assaulting their eyes. But you can do that. I mean, it is a public record. I'm joking. Thank you, Valhalla. I'm going to be going on making law simple and Valhalla's live stream day after. Yeah, it actually is my mom. I know I call everybody my cousin, so y'all are probably confused. That is really my actual real life actual mom. Yes. Oh my God, don't add him to Wiki feed, MJ. Oh my God, y'all are funny. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that video by Clearly Established. Actually, I didn't. Let me clarify because it's ambiguous. I saw that he posted and I did see the first few minutes of the video. I have not watched the full video. And I would love to cover the history of American Fork Police Department being excessive in the use of force that they do, but I have to go and like actually redact and like blur those videos out because I'm not trying to have my whole stream get shut down. Thanks so much to the French fry said, I grew up in Utah. I still live here. This stuff happens all the time. I am so happy this is happening. Utah needs to join the 21st century. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Get to the code that I obviously impersonating a law enforcement officer is illegal, and I imagine there's something similar for postal workers, but I'm not entirely sure. So I would have to dive into the Utah code to and make sure that there is a crime there.
It is kind of a gray area because like when you start like, you know, tampering in like UPS and mailboxes and stuff like that, it can get into this kind of federal gray area. So I would personally not encourage anybody to impersonate a UPS man. But hey, that wasn't me. I'm just reporting from across the country at my desk.
I think UPS would probably have to be the victim there.
Yeah.
Wait, I got two ladies coming over to my house. And hopefully coming to talk to me. If they are, you should probably head over.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks. Yeah, have a good one. Yeah, I just don't trust anybody coming over my house now.
Yeah, you're hyper vigilant at the moment, which is fair. Completely fair.
Actually, yeah.
So, yeah, if anybody else...
Okay, so I do want to point out, Officer Tonga, he gets on my nerves, and I definitely think he broke the law at points. And I do think it is probably irresponsible of him and a dereliction of his duties to be just taking Josh Johnson on his word for this. However, if you actually look at what Josh Johnson just told him, he said, yeah, these kids are harassing. They're already, the Ben is already under investigation for harassment. I was dealing with church stuff. I was trying to do church, and this crazy guy is harassing me for no reason. This lady abandoned the store. I had nothing to do with her abandoning the store. I just went in and saved the store. I'm just a lowly corporate employee, and I'm being harassed. I work at the corporate location, and all I'm trying to do is, you know, is not be blamed for this Crystal. She abandoned the store. That has nothing to do with us. This kid has been hired. Ben has been hired to harass us. He's under investigation for harassment. So as far as this officer is concerned, all that stuff, he is taking it as fact, which I don't think he should do because Josh Johnson is not credible. He is definitely impeached. But it's the victim bias. Whoever calls the cops first usually gets the cops sympathy. That's just how it works. It's like a psychological issue that cops have. Whoever calls first and makes the first complaint often gets the sympathy and treated as the true victim.
over and it's suspicious, go ahead and give us a call and we'll come over.
I'm pretty sure these guys are suspicious. They're just checking my property out. I don't know if you want to come document them.
Yeah, I'll come drive by and just kind of be in the area for a little bit.
Yeah, come check these guys out. They're in this Volkswagen over here. He just parked, and then these two girls suspiciously are walking around my property. So I don't know if you want to.
Suspiciously, these two girls are suspiciously walking around my property. Come now. Okay, so this is almost like a call for service now. It's escalated from a report to a call for service. Come over here. Now, interestingly, he did not call and say, hey, should I call 911? No, he's already got his in with his special, Tonga, the officer, who is going to give a little special treatment from what I could tell.
Yeah,
I think it'd be best because
white Volkswagen. What model is it?
I don't know. It's a car, a black Volkswagen car.
Okay, all right. I'll head that way. I'll be there probably in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, they're talking fast. Sigic. They're talking fast because I have it on 1.25. I have it on 1.5 times the speed. Dope. Sweet. I know. I hate that. Sick.
What if they're gone by then?
If you can get a plate, I would do that.
I'm really pissed. Like, I don't know if I could trust myself to walk over there.
Okay. Yeah. If
I'm really pissed. The man has no self-control. Okay. Isn't that one of the Beatitudes or something? Like, you got to have self-control. The man don't even have self-control to tell the truth when he's mad. He don't even have self-control not to violently assault somebody who's suspiciously walking around his property. Not, I'm scared he's going to hurt me. No. I'm scared I'm going to hurt him. Who's really in danger here?
even going inside your house, being away, I'll try to
The
get there
van map does have a donation link, yes.
as quickly as I can.
Yeah, see if you can hurry over.
But that don't go to me. I don't know anything about, the creation of it or anything like that, just to be very clear.
I'll talk to these girls and see how long I can keep them.
All right.
But I suspect it's part of the same.
Let me talk to these girls and see how long I could keep them. Does this cop need to be on his phone and on his computer and driving at the same time? Is this a traffic violation? Hold on. Let me take a picture. I'm going to report him for a traffic violation to the American Fork Police Department. Hold on. I need to put that right here. Hold on. 13.08.30. Traffic violation by the cop on computer and phone in hand. So he's got the maps in his hand on the phone. He's got the computer he's typing on. He's driving and he's talking on the phone. He's typing and talking on the phone. Or looking at the phone and talking on the phone, I should say. And looking at phone and talking on phone. Not like, oh, let me end this call so I can drive safely. No. I need to highlight this and say to report this traffic violation to the American Fork Police Department administrators. Sure do. Look at him.
I'm pretty angry.
No, I completely get that. I'll be there shortly.
I just, this is my family.
This is putting people in danger.
I-
This man's putting people at risk. He's on the phone. He's on the computer. He's only got one hand on the wheel. Oh my God, Tonga. Tonga.
I don't want to be on YouTube.
I don't want to be on YouTube. How's YouTube? Hey, Josh. You're on YouTube. Here you go. You're on YouTube. Hold on. I got to put that in there. I don't want to be on YouTube. How many times does Josh Johnson mention YouTube? I don't want to be on YouTube. I don't want to be on YouTube.
I don't want to be on YouTube. So, all right, I'll see you when you get here. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Welcome to your tape, Josh. My God. Okay, look at him. Okay.
Hey, can I get somebody else to roll with the address with me?
Can I get somebody else, he said. The man just lets that wheel go for far too long. Okay, so that was the first. Shy of YouTube LLC. Afraid of YouTubers LLC. I wonder how many phone tickets Tonga has written. Oh, well, if somebody could figure that out, that'd be great. Somebody let me know. I'll report on it. Don't you know police are immune to traffic violations? Yeah, it seems like the corrupt ones especially. Thank you for the $5 super chat. YouTube or church. Every time he says YouTube or church, take a sip of water, girl, because I'll be not able to finish this live. Rules for thee, not for me. Yeah, right. Okay, so that's important to me. The big important takeaways from that first contact with Tonga is that Josh said a bunch of stuff as if it is a fact. Another takeaway that I find to be interesting is that Josh doesn't seem to have any issue taking care of himself. He's like, oh, I'm pissed. I don't know if I can even control myself not to beat the dog shit out of these girls walking on my property. I mean, he literally said it's 2 girls. And he's like, I don't know if I can control myself around these girls because I'm so pissed. So it's kind of like, okay, demon-possessed lunatic, I guess. And then he said, like, he's being harassed. Ben is under investigation for harassment. Ben has been hired to harass them. Oh my God, there's suspicious people walking suspiciously right now on my property. So the cop in the middle, Tonga, in the middle of that, starts racing towards Joshua's house, and he calls people and he's like, can I get some backup? Can I get some backup? Okay. So that call was 13 minutes long, 13 minutes 49 seconds long. It started at 12:55. It ended about 1:08, 1:09, 1:10, something like that. So that was 12:55. So the next one here is 13:14, 13:12. This one right here. So I'm going to put this one on 1.5 times the speed, and let's see how this goes. Is this still Tonga? Let me see. I think it's still Tonga. This is still Tonga, I believe. I have it on 1.5. Okay, yeah, that's Josh's house. He's got the ivy growing on it. Oh, hold on. Nothing happened yet. It's just him in the car. He's got the phone. The volume is on my computer, so he must have just not turned it on yet. Okay, this is like... Now, I've seen a lot of these videos, okay, and I know it does seem redundant, but this is the very next video after the first call. So for me, I want to like put it all in order. He's yelling. He's running. Look at him galloping in his Mormon clothes.
That car over there. He's turning there. See, stop. He's gonna go pick up.
Oh my God, there went the cop car. See, okay, hold on. Okay, whoa, so much stuff just happened. Whoa. Okay, oh my God. Okay, oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, this is what I've been wanting to do. I know it's tedious. I know a lot of people don't find this quite as fun because it's kind of like me doing the investigation live instead of like bringing you all the stuff I already found. But like, Tonga shows up. Okay, this is a big deal because he's here, right? The Tonga shows up. He just got off the phone with Josh. Now it's 13:12, so it's only about 4 or 5 minutes go by before he's here. And this guy's saying, oh my God, here comes Josh running. He's ready. The cop that had come to join, we just saw him turn around like a bat out of hell. We'll start this, go a little further back again. We see him turn around like a bat out of hell and start racing in the other direction. And you can hear Tonga say, see if you can get a stop on him. That is huge, because then what ends up happening is the next thing that happens is that rolling stop. The rolling stop, you didn't come to a complete stop. So this cop, this is definitely what I needed to be doing. This is what I've been needing to be doing. Okay, so watch this. Okay, he walks up on the house. He's looking for Josh. Hold on, let me make it on 1.25. Slow it a little bit down just in this first part. The lot happens here. He walks up to Josh's house. He's about to knock on the door. Josh is not in the house. Officer! It was either that car or that car. Okay, there's a cop car right here. Okay, he's lying in wait.
That Hyundai that's right there.
That Mexican kid or that car?
Either that Mexican kid. Did you run a genealogy? That Mexican kid, he just said. I didn't like how he said that. It was either that Mexican kid. Why did he say that like that? Like something felt a little disdainful about that.
Over there. He's turning there.
Look, this one, he's flying. Look, listen what Tonga says. Let me turn it on normal speed. He says, see if you can get a stop. In other words, follow this car who has committed no crimes and just see and just follow them and just see if you can figure any way out to stop them. See if you can get a stop. Ooh, this is so good because I have the police incident report where I believe it was Cole Richardson, one of them, who said, oh yeah, I was following them, but then I saw him run a stop sign, which like didn't happen. Hold on. Let me make sure I categorize this the right. Let's see. Oh, freak. Sorry. Organizing data is hard. Axon, body. Sorry, it's just like loading. 3, video, 2026. 3. Okay, just watch it again real quick so I can categorize my data here. 1312 X60. This is still Tonga. AF 8422 Tonga still. 12 o'clock. So really only 8 minutes, 4 minutes go by.
Turning left
that
right there.
Hyundai that's right
Either
there.
that Mexican kid or that car. Over there.
Y'all heard the
He's turning there.
squeal
See,
out?
stop. He's gonna go pick up those
The
two.
cop car literally squealed out like he was at the state capitol dragway raceway. Okay, like they make skirt. See if you can get a stop.
See if you can get a stop on it.
I talked to that kid. I don't know if it's him.
Over.
But that car, as soon as I started walking over there, went around the block. That one? All right, go get that one then.
So the wife talks. I have it on video. Go get that one then. So, he likes to bark orders. Go get that one then. Excuse me, I don't work for you. Actually, these cops do work for us. No, this is 3 days before the SWAT. This is the 8th. The SWAT happened on the 11th.
Hard because he's just saying that they were recording, so there's nothing criminal that they were doing.
Oh, that's a good admission. Oh, that's a good admission. He said he was just recording, so it's nothing criminal that they were doing. Oh, okay.
Just get the 28 for it. Should be good. Hello. That individual just called because he's had a few weird incidents.
Actually?
Sorry?
Oh, actually, I'm just waiting here for one of my friends.
Okay, come to find out this kid's lying and he's a liar. You're going to see.
And that.
I think she lives in this house, so I'm going on a date today, so I'm just
Oh, gotcha.
picking.
It's kind of a weird spot to park at right in front of the driveway.
Oh, I'm in front of the driveway. I thought this was like a. I thought it was in the middle of the driveway. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Do you happen to have an ID on you?
Yes.
Okay.
No, is what I would say. So I'll take this moment to let y'all know what I would say. This is not legal advice, but this is what I would do if I were him. No, I don't have an ID on me. Am I? Why are you asking? Because do you have reason to believe I've committed any crimes? You suspect I committed any crimes? You have any reasonable, articulable suspicion upon which to base you asking me for my ID? Because no, I'm not going to be giving it to you. No. What's your name and badge number would be what I would have asked. Who's asking? Who's asking? Now, what I will say, this kid is in the wrong because now he's lying to the cops. I would never tell somebody to lie to the cops. I would tell somebody to say, I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. I'm sitting in a car that belongs to me, and I'm not going to be entertaining your questions. You're allowed to say that. Don't lie.
So they were saying that you were recording their house.
I was.
Yes.
I know there's another black car just over here. That was kind of being a little weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know what house you're picking that person up for a date?
Just right here.
This house?
Yeah. I
Gotcha.
think he's just finishing getting dressed. Let me
If you get pulled over for a traffic stop, the cops are allowed to ask you for identifiable information, but that's like after you've been pulled over for presumably a reason. This cop has not with his own eyes seen any reason to go and initiate this is not even a traffic stop. This would be more like a Terry stop because he didn't pull the car over and cause it to stop driving. Again, I'm not like that sympathetic for this kid, this young man, because he's literally lying. Like, I wouldn't be lying to the cops. But yeah, am I free to go? Am I free to go? I don't know what second screen conversation means, so I can't really speak to that.
I totaled my car the other day, so I'm in the process of getting a new ID over to me at the moment. But I have a picture of it.
That's
cool.
perfect.
All right, let me
Okay.
pull it out. Let me see. Sorry about
Because come to find out, this guy is there to.
that. So what's going on exactly?
So I'll
Here
be over to
comes
talk
Josh.
with you in a second.
Here comes Josh.
His friend's name. He doesn't have a friend that lives here, I guarantee.
So
I got the friend's name. Shut up.
So I have a picture of my ID
No,
somewhere.
you're fine.
Sorry about I don't. Let's see.
name and date of birth works too.
Benjamin Adams.
Yeah, because they just want to run his stuff through their
And the
little
date of birth
system.
is October 10th.
Like, if you have not committed a crime, they have no reason to believe you committed a crime. You shouldn't have to give your name over. Like, but this kid's just giving it all over. I would say no. Am I free to go? I'm leaving.
Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah, no, good.
So Benjamin.
So Josh is the police chief.
Benjamin Adams. And then what was your date of birth?
October 12th.
This is the thing. This is something that I find interesting for the body cam videos we watched so far this morning today. Josh never says he's scared. The only thing he said he's scared of is he ain't going to be able to control his temper because he's so pissed. He's the one that's going to hurt them, according to his own report to the police.
Well,
Yes, 2005.
2005.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What's the current address for you?
2216.
Oh, shit.
2216.
Let me mute this. I'm just going to mute him giving his address. I'm not giving all this information to no cops. Hell no. You can get it from my lawyer when you subpoena me, bitch. Hell no. Fuck you. Fuck you.
CJ? CJ what?
Week.
Wink?
He's a snitch, too. He's giving everybody's information.
Yeah. Just give me a second. Okay. So, here's the thing.
Yeah.
If I don't have a way of proving if you're lying to me right now, okay? But if you are recording, if you are here harassing this individual, that could be a problem, right? So
I respectfully have no idea about
so you
this.
don't have any idea of the situation that he's going through, any do you know of anything with a reckless Ben?
No, my name's Ben, but I'm not.
He's
Okay.
just
I'm not.
lying. Like, that's not good.
I don't know.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
So that's just what I'm advising because that's what he's telling me.
No, 100%. I totally. I mean, I'm down to stay if you have any other questions.
No, you're fine.
I'm
That's
sorry for the inconvenience and everything.
no, you're fine.
really just
Would you mind? They said that you were recording your house. Would you mind pulling up your pictures and then going to the bottom?
No. Do you have a warrant? I would absolutely mind. I'm just so sorry. I'm not going to be letting you go through my phone. You want me to pull up my phone for you to look at it without a search warrant? Are you smoking meth? Are you on crack? Are you on crack? I need to give you a drug test, officer, because if you think I'm going to be pulling up my camera roll, you got to be on crack.
Going to the bottom.
Yeah, and just
LOL.
showing me your most recent.
So let's see. I do have a picture of the house, but not specifically like for that. Just a cool house. I explore abandoned places and stuff, so I take a lot of cool aesthetic shots. So if that seems off,
That's it. Who is it that says, I think it's Bruce Rivers, the criminal lawyer. He says, don't let a misdemeanor turn into a felony, or don't try to cover up a misdemeanor by committing a felony or whatever. I'm not saying he's committing a felony. I'm just saying he wasn't like Damsel Medic said. He wasn't doing anything wrong until he started lying. Now he's obstructing, and they could say he's obstructing and he's this and that and da 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 da. Thanks so much to Bluebeard for the 501. Looks like the Lego King also has a Tonga toy. That's a good one. It does look like he has a Tonga toy. Thank you so over it for the $9.99 super sticker. Never give cops someone else's info. Yeah, exactly. He's snitching. He ain't only self-snitching, he's snitching. But this right here, what this bin is doing right here, is exactly why I don't work with teams. I don't work with teams. I don't have people working for me. I don't have people going and picking stuff up for me. Very, very rarely. And if so, it'll be more like a favor. Like, okay, my friend's going to already be over there or whatever. Like, I don't tell people my business because I don't want them telling the cops my freaking business. I'm not doing anything wrong. And I don't need all my information out there like that. I don't like this. It makes me not trust people. This guy's like just telling all the information and lying.
Okay, so you're lying to me.
About what?
He lied.
Why are you recording him?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay, so tell me what it's about.
Why are you recording him? I don't know. I'm sorry. With friends like this.
So yeah. So with the YouTuber Reckless Ben, he invited like all these people kind of out. Ben has some contracts signed with him, I guess. And Ben said he's gonna get a warrant out for his arrest or whatever. So I'm just getting paid to film stuff. I'm literally just a filmer.
Okay, so
I'm
you're just
not part of like any of the scheme.
That like could have been said though. I mean, or not. I think he should have said nothing.
I know from what I know, Reckless Ben came into Utah last night. He flew in.
Okay.
I have those texts to prove to you if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, let me show you them actually.
Now he's showing text messages. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is the start of me and Reckless's Ben's like text if you want to just read.
yeah.
Here's all of
I
our
think it is, yeah.
texts, no warrant.
I'm Ben, by the way.
What's that?
I'm Ben.
Ben?
Yeah, not the like.
Not the original Ben?
No, I'm just another Ben that actually lives in Utah. Yeah, so I'm not the Ben. But
Are you okay if I photograph these?
yeah, go for it. Would you guys, I guess, like to hear my like? Well,
No, do you have a warrant? No, you may not photograph my text messages. What the is going on here? This kid, no ma'am.
Junior.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was just sorry for like I guess like I explore abandoned places. So with cops, I do have like some trespassing charges in the past. It's always
Sounds like it. You guys are going on people's property and messing with them. So
Yeah,
that doesn't surprise me.
my
And lying.
I guess whole position in this whole thing is really just filming. So the YouTuber he came in last night. He flew in. From I think LA or something like that. He just posted on his Instagram, hey, if anyone's in Utah, I'm filming a video. He didn't go in.
Can you go back to the photo or to the video?
You get paid or something for this, or what?
Yeah, I get paid. I film for different creators around Utah. This just happened to come up as an opportunity for me to just make some extra money.
So you're exchanging a criminal record for money?
I didn't. What's that?
Oh,
I mean, like,
shut
you're
getting
up.
charged.
You're getting charged for like trespassing and stuff for money?
So you're exchanging a criminal record for money? Well, you're exchanging a criminal record and a record of police misconduct for daddy cop. So, I mean, I'd rather at least be getting paid.
Sort of like
Well, I never entered onto the.
I'm not. You just said you have multiple trespassing charges. Right?
Just with abandoned plate. Like,
This is why you don't talk to cops. This is why you don't talk to cops. Did he say I'm trading a criminal record for money? No, he didn't say that. But the things that he did say allowed Cole G. Richardson, the freaking liar himself, to be able to say, well, that's what you just said. Whenever he could have actually just said, I'm not giving you my ID and I'm not giving you any of my information. What's your probable cause? What's your reasonable articulable suspicion to be even speaking to me right now? I'm allowed to be parked here. Has anybody complained about me being parked in front of this driveway? Who's this homeowner? Did you talk to them? And then when the cop went to talk to them, I would say, am I free to leave? Because I'm leaving. There's no reason for him to have disclosed all this information. It actually makes me kind of sick.
abandoned
Right.
places,
So
but I don't do that
you're
anymore.
filming for money for that? That's a bad idea, is what I'm saying.
Oh yes, I've stopped doing that. It's just that used to be my
Well,
past.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You
you
didn't
send this
though.
to me,
You're sitting
that
here
video?
filming.
Definitely. You got a good number to send?
Yeah. It's going to be 801
Sorry, one sec. 801
979
979
6012.
6012. I'll just type my name though. Just Ben. Okay.
So-
Let me know if you got it.
It's totally admissible. All of this is admissible. He waived any right to privilege. He waived all of this stuff. I mean, if they were going to charge him with something, they have to Mirandize him. But no, they could use this information because he just gave it to them.
Are you over 18?
I'm 20.
You're 20?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just so you know, you're trespassing here. If you put 1 foot on his lawn, you're going to jail.
100%. Even if I
you put 1 foot, one single foot.
already, I like. Oh, 100%. I
Yeah,
understand that.
yeah.
All right, cool.
So, again, He's straight up.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever he is dealing with Reckless Ben.
Look at Josh pacing back and forth in the back. Somebody said neurotic.
Yeah, I mean, it'd start anyway. Whatever he's dealing with Reckless Ben, that doesn't involve you. It doesn't need to involve you.
100%.
Right? So stop fucking with him.
100%. I didn't. This is my first time even like
he
hearing
said
about
a
this guy
curse
all today.
word?
I kind of got all the info kind of
If
been
you're
run
a filmer,
down.
that's great. Go film. Don't mess with people's lives. You're going to get yourself hurt. You know what I'm saying? You're going to people's
A
property.
threat. A threat. You're going to get violently attacked for doing something you're legally allowed to do.
I'm doing this shit.
Cole G. Richardson said a curse word. Why is he covering? Why? So this is muted. Okay, he unmuted. Okay, good. Why is he covering the body cam with his hand? Hold on. I need to report this too. I got to report this too. Where are we at? 13/21/40. Officer Tonga, in my opinion, unlawfully obstructing evidence by covering his camera with his hand. Just gonna keep track of all the things I need to report.
Hey, can you get the contact for Reckless Ben from him?
That's crazy. No, I cannot.
He has Reckless Ben's phone number. Could you get it from that guy?
Really?
Oh my God, he's screaming. Really?
No, sorry, Cole. I was talking to him. I'll be in Jackie. Okay, I'll be back over here in a second. I'm going to go over to that other vehicle. Yep.
Okay, this is 13:22 o'clock and Tonga's leaving. I think this is him going to the fake traffic stop. Maybe not. I think Cole was just there. Let's see where he's going.
Calling into you.
Oh my God. Like a bat out of hell.
What was your 20? Sorry, I mean, is the 20 in the CAD the right one?
What is he like running over every curb and speed bump possible? Oh my God. He stresses me out with his driving. Well, I'm saying, what is he running over? I feel like if I was on VR, I'd be getting car sick. Why doesn't he put his hand on the wheel?
And Halvey, if you could see if you can get ID from him. He just gave me a name and date of birth because he said he didn't have his ID, but...
Now he's trying to collect IDs. Okay, hold on. Now he's driving with no hand. Now he's driving with no hand on the wheel. I'm just gonna have to report him for all these traffic violations. I mean, this is terrible. This is so unsafe for the average, citizen walking around in American Fork or driving. I mean, this is worse than a drunk driver. At least they touched the wheel. Jesus must have took the wheel.
He's lying to me about everything else, so he probably has his ID.
Yes. Okay. So, all right. This is so good. I've been needing to do this. All right. So all of this time. Okay. No, I didn't do that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So starting at 1:14 p.m., that traffic stop was taking place. So remember when they were like basically unlawfully detaining, unlawfully holding, I think it was Tyler and Ben, and saying like, we just need to hang out here so you can talk to something else going on at the other house. We just need to stay here and all that. That was totally unlawful. You cannot detain someone. Oh, we're just going to give you a warning. So I think he's flying like a bat out of hell over there, because that stop started at 1:14 and here we are at 23. So that was about 10 minutes ago the other traffic stop started. So here he's driving like a bat out of hell over there. He turned off his speaker, but the body cam is still on. See how long it takes him to get there. I got it on 1.5 times the speed now. I don't know if he had to be doing this. Okay, let's see. Thank you so much to Salt in Exile for the $5. So American Fork Police Department said he would get hurt with Josh pacing in the background. That is intimidating. I completely agree. And Josh had already threatened. I can't promise. I'm not making any promises. I'm going to be a good boy. What a psychopath. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you, Jennifer. Robison for the 5. Thank you so much for the 5 live show memberships that you have so generously given. We are just watching him, fly like a bat out of hell, running over every single nook and cranny. Speed bump looks like, the man, oh my God, I wouldn't want to be in a car with him, I'll tell you that. Thanks so much to Canadian Rick for the €10 super chat. There's a lot of YouTube lawyers and legal channels doing a lot of research, finding lies and important details. Is anyone forwarding it to Ben's lawyers, or is that not a thing? I don't know if that's, I'm not doing that. Thank you for the £10 super chat. I don't know if anyone is or isn't. I'm sure if it's stuff like, if we're able to find it, that they are able to find it. But I really don't know. And I also don't know which of Ben's lawyers is going to be on which case and all of that either. This is just all muted. He's making some calls. It's on 1.25. I'll turn it on. It's muted. Like, this is him muted. Let's turn it on 2, I guess. Oh, my God. Just waiting on the phone. Yeah, he's on the phone. It does seem like illegal muting LLC. Someone just called him. Oh, who was it? Oh, shoot. Let's see if we can see it. He's on the phone. He's talking on the phone, driving. At least he's got his hand on the wheel this time. He's calling. He's making calls. This is like the room where it happens type stuff. This is how the sausage is made. And then they mute all this part conveniently. No, this is still within like the first less than an hour after they received the first call. Okay, they received the first call about this, or excuse me, Tonga called Josh about this at 12:55. It is now 1:29. It hasn't even been an hour, and now he's already, jumped into action on all of this so quick like this. Is this how long they had to follow them to catch him on the stop sign? What is going on here? Who's making all these calls? I wonder if this was redacted in the original. I got it on 2 times the speed. I don't want to go on 3 times. Oh, scheisse. All right, hold on. We were on this one. Hold on, I got to get back to my spot. Axon Body 3. Okay. Okay. And we're back. How do you get thousands of lawyers to investigate you? I don't know, but Josh might. Should Sheldon, Tyler, and Sierra all get separate lawyers for their lawsuits? I have no idea. That's up to them to decide. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. A big dog. I have no idea. Thanks so much to Man Blossom 82 for the $5. It would be interesting to see the calls and texts between the officers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it would. Oh yes. Oh, they're still harassing him at the American Fork Police Department? Turn. Hold on. All right. Whew. Turn it on 1.25 times the speed. Tonga finally shows up. 132. It's still muted. That's them. That's them muting it. What's his name? Laycock? Laybuck? What is his name? I hate this muting. Oh yeah, they did the little fist pound. Cop fist pound, secret handshake.
Anyway, here's Officer Tonga. Hello guys, I'm Officer Tonga.
Tyler?
Bones, I do
Bones?
So who's Ben?
Who's asking, do you have a warrant? Because I'm not going to be talking to you from the back seat of a car. No, I'm not.
Ben, how's Utah?
It's good.
Like it? So here's the thing.
Here's the
right?
threat.
Is that
Why is he punching his hand like that? I mean, I know I've talked about it before, but this is like, we're going to beat you up and use violent force against you. I already know who's in this car. I'm letting you know that the whole getting pulled over was just a fake ruse. Tonga's the one who said, see if you can get a stop on him. They were just following him like an animal, like they were hunting him like he was an animal.
Ben, because people were filming his property, he got a package delivered today.
And they already said on that video, hold on. He said they were just recording, so there was nothing criminal. He already said there's nothing criminal. Him himself on this exact body camera file, on this exact footage at 113 and 13 seconds, he said they were just recording, so there was nothing criminal they were doing. So they had to create something criminal. See if you can get a stop on him. This whole case has been fabricated and manufactured out of no criminal actions. Now, look, maybe that residential picketing thing, they might have some type of thing there. That other idiot, Ben Adams, did lie to the cops. That does probably count as a crime. Not saying anything is not a crime. Lying might be. But all of this is just fabricated and made up. Like, Tonga literally said, exactly 20 minutes ago in real time, quote, he said they were just recording, so there was nothing criminal they were doing. But knowing there's nothing criminal, Tonga's punching his hand saying, how's Utah? And that guy said you were recording.
And I already spoke to somebody else. He was filming him. I have the footage. I have the text messages, right? Let's let civil problems remain civil, right? And let it just stay in court, okay? So at this point, do you guys have your IDs on you?
I got driver's.
He's got my driver's license, right?
Yeah, he'll get it back to you once we're done here. You don't have your ID on you?
No, not to his house. He lives like right around the corner though. Like,
Okay. Okay, what's your name and date of birth?
I have a picture of my ID.
That'd be great. Oh, sorry, I thought there was somebody else in the passenger seat.
Oh, no, there's not. Yeah.
Gotcha.
California man.
So he was saying, and the two females that are involved,
I think it's buffering because I'm playing it at a faster speed. Okay, it's buffering. Why is a police officer? Yeah, I mean, I've said this, like, let's let civil matters remain civil. Okay, then why are you involved? It is civil. You said 20 minutes ago that he was doing nothing criminal, so what? Sorry, officer, this is not a stop and ID state. What the hell? Ordering them to stop doing what is not illegal is so foolish. Cops. Now the cops are harassing a passenger who had nothing to do with the stop. Exactly. All these cops need to lose their jobs. Let me go just regular speed here until it kind of catches up. I pressed play. It does take it a minute. I don't know why. It just glitched up like that. This is blatant entrapment. There's no such thing as a stop and ID. Losing jobs, step 1. Private prosecution, step 2. They should be behind bars. I mean, it does look like it, especially considering how they go out into the world and act on a normal basis. Why is this not working? It's aggravating. It's too many demons. It was too many demons. Okay, I'm gonna have to refresh. Oh, good. As soon as I press refresh, it did that. Okay, great. Needs to start with that lion-ass chief. It does. Because that man is a liar and cannot be trusted. Probably a criminal. They took the video down? This video cannot be played, it said. Now the video cannot be played. Oh no. What's going on here? Oh no. Bam got to him. Oh my god. In the middle of the stream? Let me try it on just open up a new tab. Maybe that'll do something. They censoring us. This was supposedly the unredacted version, yeah. It's saying this video cannot be played now. Weird timing, huh? Okay, hold on. Let me go let me try Google what's it called? Firefox. What's the name of the Google? Chrome. It's gone. It's gone. I was never able to get them on Proton. It always did this same thing for me, like error. I highly doubt other channels have. BAM does not have them archived. That's not true. They have some of them, but not all of these. Y'all saw that, right? I mean, it happened in real time. Look, if somebody can get these somehow, downloaded and put in order by these names and stuff. Another page with the redacted footage. Let me see if I can get that one up. Y'all saw it happen, huh? And now it just says this video cannot be played. Wow. That is amazing. Wow. Let me go to the other one. You said that had it. I don't know if these are in order. This is not. Oh man, that's frustrating. This is the 9th. This would be the next day. Yeah, no, that's gone. Well, I'm glad that I had it here. I'm glad that I was able to. I felt a strong feeling like I wanted. I mean, we did get through the majority of the video. That is really crazy. I mean, y'all saw it happen. Let's try this one. The next one. So that video right there, it was the 33-minute long one. Just won't play anymore. Says this video cannot be played. I just now went to the, okay, so the 33-minute long one was started at 1:12 p.m. The next one starts at 13:14, and it's a different body cam. Let's see if this one will play. Nope. Nope. Y'all, please, if you take nothing else from this whole video today, please be aware. Bam Sucks does not have all the body camera footage up. They don't. They do not have it all up. And the stuff they have up, I mean, I'm thankful that they put stuff up, but it's not in order. Like, the whole issue is that, check the error code meaning. I mean, it could just be like overloaded. Oh, shit. Should have downloaded all these. The issue is I don't know how. I don't know how to download it off the Wayback Machine. Error code 224003. Error code 224003. They blocked it. The video is now blocked. Wow. Wow. When a website extension or network setting blocks a video. I bet you they all are now. Fuck. I can't promise I'm gonna be a good boy. Let's try this one. Fuck. I think they're all gone, y'all. I think they're all gone. Look, okay, so this is what I mean. Look, they're all numbered, right? 56 of them. There's 56. How many videos are on here? 22. So this is not all of them. If you go to Bam Sucks, the whole channel don't even have 56 videos on it. It only got 25. And that's all this other stuff that has nothing to do with body cam. Like, that, it's gone. It's gone. Somebody's saying it does still work. Let me just close down. Oh, man, this sucks. It could be the site is overloaded. They are watching live LLC. Wow. No, Rodney, please. Y'all. No, they're not. Oh my God. There's 56 videos. All of the videos are not up online. I'm not going to say it again. I'm just not answering the question anymore. Clear cookies. Okay. How do I do that? What if I do a private window? Would that help? Look, I mean, look, never a dull moment. Even in the most tedious of times. Okay, this is a private tab, whatever that means. Let's go to this video and see if I can get it to play here. I have had issues with this Wayback Machine. Yeah, no, it won't. Still no. It's blocked. Okay, they found my IP LLC, Gestapo Fork LLC. I extremely highly doubt the civil rights attorney is going to be sending me 56 videos, but that was a very cute, sweet thought you had there. Okay, let me do like how to clear cache. I don't know how to do that, so let me just how to clear cache. Oh, I don't have Windows. Command Shift Delete, but it's gonna mess up my live or something. What's delete? That didn't work. Top right corner of my browser. Oh, I'm still on Google. Okay, hold on. Let me go on. It might be the server. I tried Chrome. Okay. The fastest method is to do Command Shift and Delete. Command Shift Delete. That's not doing anything. Control Shift Delete. That didn't work either. Okay, let's go to the settings. Oh my God, I can't believe this. What is a cache anyway? Okay, cache is a tool used by internet browser to speed up the page loading. However, sometimes it can cause a problem when they update. Okay, what was I on? Settings, privacy, manage website data. Okay, settings, privacy. That's not even an option. That don't. Oh, okay, privacy. Manage website data. Click remove all. Okay. All right. I did it. Go to the Safari menu and select quit. Okay. So let me try that. Quit Safari. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, I'm gonna okay, let me try that. I can't believe this happened. Okay, it's working for y'all. Thank God. I thought they had somehow gotten into that. It's probably something on my computer, like something, you know, obviously I'm not like the most technical or whatever, but that freaked me out. Okay, let's see. No, still no. Fuck. Okay, now what? Different browser? Y'all's is still working, so that's good. Let me go to. Do I have any other browsers? Do I have Firefox? Would that work? Let's try Firefox. Brave is a good browser, you said. I'm packing the video files and we'll upload them to a Google Drive. Check if your browser is up to date. Yeah, no, Firefox won't play it either. Oh my God, they are so messy. It must be something with my computer. There's likely too many people streaming the video and the server hosting it can't keep up with the demand. Go down the right side. There will be an MP4 tab. Click and hit the download icon. Oh, slay. Hold on. I need a volunteer intern to do all this for me. Okay. Download options, single page. All right, hold on. No, that says MPEG4. I want this one. This one. This one is called 3 Video 2026 3.8, and it has the 8442. Okay. Nope. Won't let me do that either. Wow. This sucks. It was a website traffic overload. The error code would have said that. It said blocked. If it was. Oh, okay, I see. Try watching from your surprise witness account. I don't. It's not. It's on the Internet Archive. I'm not in any account. God damn it. I think it's too many people trying to. I think it's too many people trying to watch it at once. Maybe not. Maybe I'm blocked for life. But some people are saying it's working for them. Okay, let me try this one. So now I'm on Google. I mean, what's it called? Chrome. Golly, that sucks. Somebody said they just blocked you personally. I wanted to hear that today. 4K video is an incredibly large strain on your ISP. What is your upload download rate IP data plan? Oh, girl. Shh. English, please. Let me check my internet speed. What do you speed check? No, I don't want to be on Chrome. Hold on. I'm doing an internet upload, download. I mean, it's okay. The upload, the download speed's in like 90 right now. That's kind of low for, normal. Let's see what's doing with an upload. Download speed is 91.31. The upload speed is a little laggish, 86. But this ain't 4K video. This is 720. Oh, it worked. Ha! Ha! We're back. We're back. Ha! Whew. We're back. I'm definitely not going to do a hard reboot during my live. Hello. Okay, all right, okay. Well, at least that one worked. Okay, work. Yes, ha, ha, ha. I thought they were gone for life. Probably still should download them. My God. Okay, we're back. How's Utah?
You don't have your ID on you?
No, up to his house. He lives like right around the corner though.
Okay. Okay, what's your name and date of birth?
I have a picture of my ID.
That'd be great. Oh, sorry. I thought there was somebody else in the passenger seat.
Oh no, there's not. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I know this is a little further back than where we were, but I'm not trying to chance it, so we just got to sit through it again. Let's go to 1.25 times.
California man.
So he was saying, and the two females that are involved. So, do you have their information? So, because the thing is that everybody today is being trespassed from that property.
Okay. Yeah, we just barely met those people today. So.
Okay. Do you have their contact information?
No.
You weren't in contact with them by text or anything?
So yeah, they just showed up, but he's renting out an Airbnb like 10 minutes away.
Okay.
We just barely met them. Like they were walking down the street and we literally just met them today. Like we don't have their contact or nothing. So.
Okay. So here's the thing, right? Is that he's got a family, he's got kids. We don't need to be involving people's families in civil matters with businesses and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, money's just money, and we don't want somebody getting hurt. We don't want you guys getting hurt. We don't want him getting hurt. We don't want something turning stupid, right?
So is this just in relation to, obviously you guys said you do like journalism stuff. Is it just the same type of deal?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So that guy, he stole $100,000 from this guy, and we won in court. So we're just here to collect the money, I guess.
So that it doesn't work like that, right?
Why not?
So it's all in court.
Yeah, but he didn't show up to court.
we won the court,
It's a state. It's in Oregon.
So that would come to us, and then
it would go through like the,
law enforcement and all those avenues, and it would go through civil claims court. So
We
like,
already went to civil, and we won. And
so I understand that. So
All that's fine and good, but when they did hand the officers the actual court paper to serve it, they wouldn't give it to him. So how that they wouldn't handle it actually.
again, usually how that usually works is you guys are not going to be the ones to collect it, right? You're not going to go to his house and collect it. It'll be done through the courts.
I don't even know what a torrent
if he
is.
did that, you guys need to work all that out through the courts.
going
honestly,
and trying to press somebody for money, that doesn't turn out well.
Well, we weren't going to press him. We were just going to ask him, like, hey, like, why
how
haven't
should
we?
we figure this out? Also, he has a warrant out for his arrest in 2 weeks. And so if we don't collect the money in the next 2 weeks, he's going to get arrested. I think it's like 20 years in jail or something because he stole a bunch of money. And so
Like
we just wanna collect the money.
$200,000.
this is all from Oregon, right?
From Oregon, yeah,
The
yeah.
person who we stole from is dying of cancer.
Is it an extraditable warrant?
So he's going to die. Like, our good friend's going to die if we don't get the money.
So you want to just walk me through, like, just walk me through your guys' plan? Because coming here to try to collect $100,000, $200,000, it sounds crazy.
Well, it's a $100,000 lawsuit that we.
It sounds crazy, but it's a real lawsuit. So I don't know. Like, sounds crazy that y'all don't know how to damn act. Look at this one laughing. Look at Cole G. Richardson laughing back here.
Hey, phone's calling.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just
and
trying to
it's in
get.
Oregon.
I'm just trying to get an idea
So
of.
he runs a Lego store, and this old man spent his entire life collecting the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection set. He spent his whole life doing it, and he said he teamed up with the Lego store and said, "Hey, can you guys help me sell my Legos?" And that guy was the owner of the store. He said, "Yeah, for sure." He took all the Legos and didn't pay him anything. And now the man's dying of cancer. You know, that's why he's trying to sell the Legos. He's trying to pay for his cancer treatment and like chemo and stuff. And so this guy just stole their entire life savings worth of like money, I guess. And now they have no money to pay for cancer and stuff. So like, okay, we'll take him to court. We took him to court. We won. And then he shut down his Lego store to avoid paying us. So we're like, well, I guess we'll just go to his house and just politely ask. Like, the plan. If that's what the game plan was, I was literally gonna be like, hey. I think it's kind of a stupid move to shut down his store to avoid paying us.
You say politely, but starting off by dropping off a box with rubber ducks in it, that doesn't go over well.
We didn't do that.
Yeah, we didn't. That wasn't me, but.
Okay. Well, it probably stemmed from. You said you run a YouTube, right?
Yeah.
With a lot of followers.
We haven't posted anything about this though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so I was my plan was just to walk up, just politely and be like, hey, we won in court. I know you're trying to avoid paying us because you shut down the store. Like, I was just at the store, I think, like 3 days ago, and we looked and we saw the Legos at still in the store. We're like, can you just open up the store for us so we can just get the Legos back so we can pay for his chemo? That was our plan.
Okay.
Like, we already won in court. You're going to get arrested in 2 weeks. Like, if you just open the store for us, you don't have to get arrested. Like, I don't want you to get arrested. You don't want to get arrested.
I do kind of think Oregon probably does have a criminal investigation going on.
Definitely don't want you to get arrested because if you're arrested, you can't pay the family back and then he dies. So it's like.
But at the end of the day, you can't force anybody to do anything.
Yeah, but we're going to force him. We're going to politely ask
No,
him.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, showing up here, even if.
Well, Tyler did kind of lie, but the thing with Tyler is he could say technically he didn't lie. That's why I didn't point it out. Because from what I saw on the camera, looked like Tyler was the one that showed up with the box of the rubber ducks. So when he said that wasn't us, that's technically, it wasn't. It was just him. It does seem like a lie, But it's very different than I don't know Ben when you got text messages in your phone with Ben. Like, can it technically be true that Tyler did it, but it wasn't we? And Ben said it too. We didn't do that. But he said, and Ben said it wasn't me and it wasn't him. So, I mean, I like to mark down the lies, I do, but Tyler probably would say it was just him. It wasn't them. What Tyler said is, that wasn't us, but it kind of was. It could go either way. That's different because it could go either way. To me, it is still kind of like misleading, but it's very different than saying, I don't know Ben. I've never spoken to Ben. I'm here for a date. When you are there for Ben, you have spoken to Ben. You have texts in your car, in your phone, and you're going to show them to the cops now. That to me is like a different level of a lie, but I could see what you're saying. I mean, it does seem like, a little misleading.
Not showing up to court and everything like that, highly likely he's probably not going to be willing to play ball.
If he said it wasn't me.
Maybe he is. If he's going to get arrested for 20 years, maybe. Like, if he just opens the doors and lets us take the Legos, then he won't go to jail for 20 years. Because we were talking to the chief of police yesterday. They said they're putting out a warrant for his arrest in the next 2 weeks. And
What city is this out of?
Kaiser, Oregon.
Kaiser, Oregon? Who's the chief of police there?
I forget his name off the top of my head, but he went.
And you have no
he actually
date.
went to college with the guy who he used to party with the guy who got the son of the guy who got all his Legos stolen. So that's how he was able to get like that connection, I guess. But
Yeah.
He used to party with the son of the guy who got his Lego collection stolen. I'm scared to mess around with this thing and go back or forward or anything, but
So, obviously, you can film, but I would just be normal about it.
oh, we were, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
were
we
literally
were.
just gonna, like, we saw him on the phone outside. We were like, we're just waiting until he gets off the phone, and then
And then we were gonna go up and
we're gonna
talk.
go up and
Yeah.
ask him. Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't gonna do anything mean. We're like,
Yeah, we're gonna have the nicest conversation. If you go on my YouTube too, you can see how I handle things. I'm always very nice about things.
Yeah, and we obviously don't know you guys, right? So we get called out and we're told that one thing's happening.
who's been?
You're telling me the story of what you guys do, right? You have the journalism type YouTube stuff. You're
Well, you can
exposing
look at-
fraud. You're doing
This
stuff like
is
that, right?
crazy
With all the
too that the cops are like admitting that this is journalism. I mean, if they were saying this isn't a journalist, but they're out here saying it's journalism and exposing fraud. And now they're arresting the guy who they're admitting exposes fraud. That's crazy to me.
to you because that's cool, if that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I get it also because you want to get views, you want to do everything else like
You
that.
wanna get
I'm not
views,
saying that
you
you guys
wanna
did
get
anything with rubber
views.
ducks, but it's probably stemming from what you guys are doing, right?
Maybe.
Because that's just a
Maybe.
random ass thing to happen. And then to
That is
have you guys
random,
here
yeah.
the same day that same thing happened, I've been doing the job a while, right? Coincidences aren't always coincidences, right? And so you need to be very careful. You guys obviously aren't being in trouble today. You're not getting charged or anything like that. It's all civil bullshit, right? But
It's
you gotta
all
be careful.
bullshit.
Right. So
Yeah.
again, that needs to be handled through the courts, right? And
Yeah.
if there's a warrant, there's a warrant. Call us. We'll do whatever we need to do with the
Yeah.
warrant.
Well,
If it's extraditable and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well,
But-
we just like wanted to because
So
we
hold
thought
on.
we
So-
might be doing him a favor by
Yeah.
saying, like,
So again, right? I understand what we're doing. I understand we want views. You guys have been super cool with us.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be a
yeah.
dick. I don't think you guys are being 100% truthful with what's going on, but we're not going to push it because
Fuck
it is what it
you.
is. And again, you guys are doing whatever you're doing. I would just be careful. And then, like he said, you're trespassed from that house, okay, the property. You can film from the sidewalk wherever is public, right? But you can't go on that property. If you do, you'll be charged, okay?
Okay, yeah, for sure. But if you want to look us up, you can look up Reckless Ben.
Yeah,
and see how
I'm,
we
I'm sure we will, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not criticizing your character or anything like that. I'm going off of what information we have
Oh, yeah,
today
for sure, yeah,
from
yeah.
both you and whoever the student is.
What did he say?
I didn't talk to him.
what did? Yeah.
So he just outlined basically the exact same situation, that there's a current lawsuit and that
The lawsuit's the lawsuit's over. Like,
well, regardless, he outlined the lawsuit and everything like that, and so that's what we were investigating is trespass, is because he was alluding to that maybe the females may have walked onto his property, and you guys don't.
Sidewalk as far as we can see.
Suspiciously.
Right, and so that was the thing, is that I was
Y'all.
just trying to make contact with everybody and just
The
notify.
whole hour hasn't still even passed since Josh came through and had that conversation with Tonga. Now Tonga has now taken over this case. He's unlawfully detaining these people. They're not even in trouble. They're not even arrested. They're not under arrest. They didn't even get a ticket.
Everybody of trespass, and then have you guys on your way.
Okay.
Again, I just leave
Yeah,
it.
we want you on. I guess the plan was we were gonna ring his doorbell and say like, "Hey, we want to save you from going to jail," because if he goes to jail, it's lose for both of us. Like he
Yeah.
goes to jail, it's bad for him. It's also bad for us because then we don't get paid. So
Yeah.
we were just hoping we could like reach an agreement where he pays the family, and that way he doesn't have to go to jail. You know, because then
Yeah.
we'd be like, "Hey, we'll call the
And
police."
that's respectable.
That was genuinely our plan.
Yeah, but with, like I said, if they're not willing to show up to court, they they're more than likely not willing to play ball with whoever is on the opposite end of that lawsuit.
But I think before,
Yeah, but like at some point you have to accept service somehow.
it was just, oh, you have to pay this money. Now it's like he's going to go to jail for 20 years. So it's like, I think that might be more incentive for him to work. I don't know.
Yeah. So
That's what we're hoping at least. I'm just trying to tell you what our thought
no,
process.
absolutely.
It
Getting your
is
side of the
really
story.
crazy because you can kind of see the victim, you know, the first one who calls is the victim effect just play out in real time.
And so that's just where we're at today. Do you guys have any questions for me?
Okay, so no going onto his property.
Right.
I guess I could call, but he doesn't answer my calls anymore. So if you were in our shoes, what would you do? I guess.
I would leave it. Well,
I would leave it. I would not get my money back. I would let the man steal from me because as far as the cop is concerned, these facts are the facts of the case. So it's like, yeah, I would just let it go. Like he doesn't want to get served the lawsuit. Brother Johnson is tired of your shit. So I would leave it because I am a cucked out bitch that just follows orders.
So that's the thing is that with the
Our friend,
situation
he dies if he doesn't get paid. 'Cause
and knowing him and just everything involved,
you would just let your friend's dad die.
so it sucks. Yeah, it's a shitty situation, and that's just what it is. And leaving it up to
Just get over it. Don't expect the cops to do anything except arrest you.
the courts and law enforcement and just smarter people than me in the courtroom.
Bitch, they got smarter than people than you over there at the daycare center as enrolled as students.
Up to them.
Yeah, and they said we won.
And again, these things take time, and
Or the dad's gonna die of cancer soon.
yeah, that is really
They
terrible.
don't
to hear.
care.
Yeah.
They don't care. They hope he dies.
But
They don't
I
care.
genuinely would just leave it. So, any other questions for me?
I would genuinely just leave it because this guy is on the Council of Elders, Brother Johnson.
Can't do anything to help then, as far as this goes?
It's all civil.
We can,
So you can't do anything to help. You can chase us down, see if you can get a stop. You can do all of that, but you can't do anything to actually help, like make sure we don't have to come back here. You can't say, give me the papers. You can't, no, none of that. It's craziness.
So it's all civil. All has to be handled in court. I can't force him to give money. That's not my job. I'm all criminal end,
right,
and
but
that
property theft of over 100,000 is a criminal offense.
all happened in Oregon.
It
all happened in
it is,
Oregon,
and they're
but-
going to arrest him soon for that. But that doesn't get us paid back the money. You know, it's like they just get
Yeah.
arrested, which is going to happen. But we already dealt with all this stuff. Yeah.
So you guys are free to go. Appreciate you guys being cool and cooperative.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Um,
yeah. And I'm Reckless Ben. If you were like looking me up and want to contact me somehow,
I got your contact information from the other
you got
individual.
my ID information and stuff.
ID information. So okay, sweet.
Sweet.
Have a good one, guys.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm so glad we were able to, so glad we were able to see that. Okay. So we already watched this one, didn't we? No, we didn't. Okay. So that was 13. All right. That was body cam. So we watched 12:55. We watched 13:12. Let's go to 13:14. This is body cam video number 1. Oh, here we go goddamn again. Okay. No, we're not good. I'm just going to keep like refreshing and pressing play because that seemed, I don't want the thing to be overloaded, but I don't really know. Next time we do this, I'll like download the videos I want to watch. Okay. So this, all right. So this happened. Two cop cars. Good to know. This is a few minutes. This is at 1:14:06. When did he say, let's see if you can get a stop? That was at 13:12. Okay. So at 13:12, which is 1:12 p.m. and about 7 seconds, Josh comes running out of his house like a bat out of hell. Or, from across the street. He's recording. He's like, it's that car, the Mexican kid or whatever, that car, whatever. At that moment, 13:12, 1:12 p.m., that's when Tonga says, see if you can get a stop. 2 minutes goes by, and this is the body cam. All right. So this is Tonga's still over there. We just watched him over there. The first video we watched is him driving. Second video we watched him driving. And he shows up at the scene, and his body cam is muted. The one we just watched, and it had the whole fiasco and all that. Okay. So now this is the officer 2 minutes after, and all that. See if you can get a stop. 1:14. At 1:12 is when Tonga said, see if you can get a stop, pretextual stop. Just like the pretextual search warrant that actually was supposed to be an arrest warrant, really. Okay, so here you go. See if you can get a stop. 2 minutes goes by, and they got a stop. Come to find out, it was unlawful because he did not run that stop sign.
Oh, man.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
My name's Officer Richardson with Airport Police. The reason I stopped you is the stop sign. You didn't come to police stop at it.
I didn't?
Lie. The reason he stopped him is because his daddy boss, his daddy, Tonga, said, see if you can get a stop. Okay, so he lied. Cole G. Richardson lied. And this is why we have to go through moment by moment, second by second, all this body cam. We have to go through all of it because they freaking lie. The reason I stopped you is you ran a stop sign. Lie. The reason you stopped him is not because he ran a stop sign, because he did not run a stop sign. The reason you stopped him is because your daddy, Officer Tonga, told you to stop him. See if you can find any freaking reason to stop him. That's why you stopped him. So let's start with the truth, Cole G. Richardson. I think y'all's religion requires telling the damn truth.
No,
Oh, okay.
unfortunately. Do you have a driver's license on you?
Yeah, I do.
Appreciate you. Those boxing gloves?
Yeah, so we got
Don't
like
answer
a
questions.
purge mask. We got a bunch of camera equipment. We filmed YouTube videos.
Oh, dope, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, dope,
Oh,
sweet.
you don't need my registration, do you?
No.
Oh, dope, sweet. Oh, what a freaking loser. Oh, dope, sweet.
Insurance?
Yeah, yeah.
And then just the driver's license. Yeah. Oh,
Shoot,
sorry. I
sorry.
just dropped that. He's got one in the car.
My insurance is on my phone. Is it cool if I pull
Yeah,
it
that's
up?
fine. Yeah. I'll just give you a mail.
I'm so sorry
okay?
that I didn't.
Oh, you're good.
He
You're
did
good.
stop. It's just a lie. It's just a fake.
Yeah, you're 1084.
1084. 1084 is cop code for you're being watched, you're being recorded
1084 with the dude in the back.
with the dude in the back. So Ben is recording. That's the translation. 1084 with the dude in the back is the guy in the back is recording you. So don't do anything too excessive because it might end up on YouTube. That's the translation.
Alert, wanted person.
That's a warrant. Now he has to call his daddy. One of his daddies, he's got to call. I'm going to go forward 2 times the speed. He's now muted his mic. Calling probably Josh. You think so? Body cam is muted. Yeah, he did mute. Yep. Muting time because he's on the phone. I have it playing on 2 times, so it goes through fast. Sorry, y'all. I mean, I don't know really what else to do here other than just let it play through. However, I did just get some information, so I need to just take this down, take this up, take this here. Okay, he's talking, he's typing, he's talking, he's typing. Still not saying nothing. Don't worry. You'll hear it when he starts talking again, though. This is a long mute, huh?
No, it's not.
I'm just getting this verbal warning.
Okay,
Or
cool.
anything.
I appreciate you.
Officer Tonga said you're involved in some other incident that you've got to talk about.
Interesting.
I-
No.
Sorry, what?
No,
No,
we don't know
no,
what it's about.
yeah, we don't know what's about. He just said,
Is it okay if I?
So this is 1322. So he must have been just now on the phone with Tonga. Tonga also muted his body cam footage when he was talking on the phone. Let me scroll back up to the timeline I kept on the Tonga video we watched earlier. That was video that started at 12:55. See if you could get a stop. That was the second video. Either that car or the car with that Mexican kid. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, see if you can get a stop was at 13:12. That was 10 minutes ago. Tonga said they were recording, so there's nothing. So Tonga knows they weren't doing anything criminal. Officer Tonga obstructing evidence by covering his camera traffic value. So he's on the way. Tonga. Okay. So at 1:18, 1:13, 1:18, Tonga was talking to the kid in the car, Ben Adams. And 121, he goes back over toward his car. That was 1 minute ago. And this body camera footage, you know, they're separated. They're like not together. So this body cam we're watching right now is Cole Richardson. So he's like, you're not under arrest. You're not in any trouble. But we are going to just hold you here unlawfully until Tonga gets here so he can punch his fists together and make threats toward you.
For like just my.
Yeah, we're filming too.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you can film what you want.
Wait, what's the other incident?
We have no idea. He's like around the corner, but
Which
he's
is
like, he's gonna come
probably
talk.
a lie. Cole Richardson is probably lying, but I can only speculate because he unlawfully muted himself. I mean, he wouldn't say it was unlawfully, but I think he obstructed evidence by muting himself.
Right?
With me?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what's going on. Don't have a clue what's going on, but he's around the corner. So
I apologize.
You're good. I don't
We're bringing
think
in the
that makes
bad
sense.
cop
We're here to
LLC.
film, when you film like documentaries,
Okay.
and there's
Are you filming right now?
Yeah, we are.
Shout out YouTube, dude.
well, there's this thing called Provo Canyon, and they like torture kids
I saw the
and
red
stuff.
light already. It's all
so
good.
we sent someone in undercover to work there to like film like
You ever heard of
what
Provo
the
Canyon?
kids are
It's like a
doing.
school.
Like the school. For,
I
like,
thought you were asking me about
bad
like
kids.
legit.
I was thinking of the actual
Like the-
canyon.
This
school-
cop was at the raid, and he's the one that knew about the deagle, I think.
Was
Yeah,
that
it's like
the
a
incident?
school
Like,
for-
did we are undercover at Con?
I have no clue. If I knew, I would tell you. I
We sent
promise.
someone undercover to work there. He's been working there for like over a month.
So yeah, Provo is a hot. I mean, it's close, but it's not.
Tyler Shaw.
And then are you just camera dude?
Yeah. Well, I have my own YouTube channel too, but
We're just collabing, yeah.
it's like so we're both gonna make our own version of the story, I guess. Like we're both have like different perspectives on things. So.
Sweet dude. Are you guys like you got a lot of subscribers? You starting out or what?
I just started out like a year and a half ago.
Yeah,
So
we
like
kinda- we
9,000 subscribers.
Yeah, we like.
Is this going on YouTube then?
Yeah.
Shout out YouTube, dude.
Shout
out YouTube, dude.
You heard of Scientology?
Yeah.
We joined Scientology for like. I joined it for like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know how
That's
long. we
freaky.
were,
Why'd
but
you do
yeah.
that, dude?
We joined one called the 12 Tribes, where they're gonna do like a suicide soon. So we like tried to stop the group suicide.
How are you getting into this crap?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I just Googled
People
cults
just-
near me,
that's
and they
wild.
pop up,
That's crazy.
and we just go join the cults and get secret footage of it, and it's pretty cool.
That's wild.
Go for it.
I think. What, you ever heard of pastafarians?
Oh
Pastafarian.
You have? Oh my gosh.
yeah.
You know the spaghetti can on their driver's
Yeah.
license.
Yeah.
Have you ever pulled someone over and there's a spaghetti cap on their
No, but I have a
driver's
homie.
license?
We know a
literally
guy.
Has, yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah, he literally has on his driver's license. He's
Is your YouTube big?
Not really.
Like, I guess what's big? How many subscribers we talking?
A couple 100,000.
a couple 100,000. Probably has got
A couple 100,000? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a lot. Do you have a couple 100,000?
I only got
8,000.
9,000. I started like soon, like he's been doing it for like 8 years now. So
Oh, wow. What's your YouTube?
I don't answer questions. Leave me alone.
Reckless Ben? Okay.
Yeah.
Am I
I
free to
started off
go?
doing slacklining.
Oh yeah.
So you got good balance.
And yeah, I would like send it off in like cool places and stuff. And I do like double backflips on it and stuff.
Yeah.
I do like crazy flips and stuff. Yeah, I just do a bunch of like extreme sports, and then that kind of turned into this. There's like the world's scariest haunted house, and it turns out it's like a cult, I guess.
The
Like,
Candyman?
Oh yeah, I've heard of that, dude. I've gone down the YouTube rabbit hole on that one.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
that's-
I was the first person to ever complete it, and then we took. It turns out the guy has like a torture fetish, so we ended up stealing his company from him. And I was like,
We bought the LLC and everything, yeah.
And so then we like shut him down, and that way he can't like torture people anymore. Because he was like false advertising. He's like, it's a scary haunted house doesn't exist. He just brings them in his backyard and tortures them, and like waterboards them and stuff. So
And
That
you
was
were
a
the first
good
one to like
series.
get out.
Like,
Yeah, I went through it,
make
yeah.
YouTube series
Like all this is just unlawful detention, in my opinion.
on it and
I was
everything.
the first person to make it all the way through without quitting, and then I was like, wait, this thing sucks. Like, this is so you just like waterboards you all day. Like, this is stupid. And so I was like, I'm gonna take over his business. And so I like found some like legal loophole to take it over.
Was there like a prize or something? Or?
Yeah, $20,000 grand prize for the first
Yeah.
person that gets through.
Sorry, give me 1 minute.
That's wild.
What's up?
So he finna mute again. Thank you to Lego Creation for the $2 super chat. You're being watched. They're scared of you. I think we just overloaded the server on second thought. Bam, viewer has other days. Oh, good. Okay. Thank you, Rose. I gotta get more I gotta get better at like operating that site. It is so in depth. Thank you for that. Thank you, Dan Booze, for the £2. The one that works here, but the other stuff on there not. I don't know what that means. Thank you, Rose, for the $2. IP rate limit. Too many requests from one place. Okay. Thanks so much to What the Fair Use for the $5. Thanks for not giving up. Appreciate your hard work. This is very informative. Please download. Thank you so much to Big Crunch. Can you check active warrants in Oregon? Ooh, that would be fun. Hold on. Joshua Johnson is just such a common name. I'm going to look it up and see if they have any warrants. Search for free. It doesn't look like criminal. Let me see. Court records. Let me see. Arrest warrant. Oregon. I don't think they have like a database. I'll have to look into that later. Thank you for the $1.99. So now he mutes again. So I'm going to turn it on 2 times the speed to get through this mute. I think he mutes for about 4 minutes. Probably talking to Tonga. That's probably who Tonga is talking to on the phone on the way over there. Okay, so let me turn it back on 1.25. Okay, so he unmutes. He was just muted for a minute or more.
So I guess somebody reported a trespass involving you two.
Josh Johnson.
So he's just gonna come over here. I guess, like I said, I have no clue.
Yeah, because we've just been driving around.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wish I had more
We've
info.
just been talking
but
in
he,
his car, just driving.
Mousetrap. We wanted to get mousetrap. We went to Walmart to buy a mousetrap.
You still have that game. But he was just like, yeah, I just got to talk to him about this, and then he just needs to give you a trespass warning from some dude's house.
Okay.
From
I don't
some
know what
dude.
or where or when or how. I don't
But
know
not
anything.
him, right? Just me?
I have no clue. I wish I had more info.
Yeah, right.
Literally.
Just following orders like at
Unfortunately, in
Nuremberg.
this job, it's like if you're a backing officer, you don't know anything. You just chill. So
Crazy.
Because yeah,
It doesn't look like he's just chilling. It looks like he's doing a full-on narc investigation.
traffic stop, and now it's
Yeah.
I guess we're hanging out for a second. So I don't know. Do what you got to do, I guess. A couple 100,000, dude.
What I gotta do is get up out of the side of the street. Y'all pulled me over for no reason. I gotta go.
Come on, good money on YouTube then.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No warrant. This is
Hell
so
yeah.
unlawful.
Do you collab with like big YouTubers?
Yeah. But I just spend it on, I don't spend it on myself, I just spend it all on YouTube videos. Like, I just like hire people to go undercover. I spend all the money I make on YouTube just goes right back into YouTube.
How long have you been doing that?
Like 6 years maybe?
6 years?
How did you guys meet?
I started during COVID.
I was his cameraman. Like,
How did you guys meet? Don't answer questions. Don't answer questions. Don't answer questions. It like actually makes me so aggravated.
a few years ago for like a haunted house video. And, yeah,
Yeah, 'cause we took over McKinney Manor since I was the legal owner. I'm like, I'm gonna throw the correct witness on that gym. And he was filming for it.
Sick.
And we have
Right. Richardson's like, I'm not answering your questions till the guy that might arrest you gets here.
we gave away like all the money. So like all the money we make, we just throw back in. So like for that, like all the money we made with the McKinney Manor series, we just gave it to the winner of that. Because like the McKinney Manor, you're supposed to actually win $20,000. You didn't ever have the money, so never pay for
person's
it.
back.
Actually pay the person that wins.
So what's up with the previous owner then? Like, does he just chill now?
He
or-
got felony charges and went to jail
For what?
for torturing people.
he abused his girlfriend too.
Yeah, I think they finally got him. He like choked out his girlfriend, so she
Yeah.
passed out. That's what they got him for. He almost killed her. It was
Sucks to
they
suck,
got him
I
for like
guess.
a murder attempt or something.
Jeez,
Um,
that escalated.
but he did some really, he was
Yeah.
a bad guy. He did some like he was doing some bad stuff. Yeah, he was like convincing people to come to his, like, oh, you're just gonna be an actor for my haunted house, and he ended up just torturing them. Like, I want to leave. He's like, you can't leave. Like, you signed a contract, and he like traps them there, and like it was like false imprisonment, I think.
And this prompted you to want to do this?
Well, I wanted to take him down, I guess. I was like, this guy's selling. Because like 2 people were showing up to his house every day, every week, every Saturday, and it's been happening for the last like 10 years or something. So I was like, I'm
Yeah, it was like when he was like, you guys can do what you need to do. I'm like, well, what I need to do is get back to my Airbnb. I gotta go buy.
That's cool. That's wild. I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, look at McKinney Manor.
You guys
on
play
YouTube.
Arc Raiders?
What?
You guys play Arc Raiders?
No, what's that?
Do you
You guys
guys
game at
play
all?
Arc
YouTubers that don't
Raiders?
game?
Because we do crazy shit,
Oh,
dude.
no,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fair. That's
We
fair.
just do,
It's
yeah.
like journalism. Like if you look up Reckless Ben McKinney Manor, you can go to a whole rabbit hole on it. It's crazy, but yeah, we took him down.
Nice.
What's up with you sitting in the back?
We're filming, so the camera could like go back to the, you know?
Everybody's up there, he's not right.
Yeah.
So you both film or just you?
Yeah, we both film.
Like right now you're both filming?
No,
Just
no.
you?
Oh, just this camera. We're both
Okay.
doing our own variations of
This is
the
my
video.
camera, this camera's just done.
Oh,
Yeah.
Camera's off.
cool. So you're gonna get all the police content. He's gonna get none.
I mean, this is probably
That's
not-
fine with me, honestly.
We thought you guys might be like not cool and like trying to yell or something. I don't know, just in case. You never
Just
know,
for the
like,
safety, I wanted the
No,
camera.
dude, I see the videos where the cops are like, they walk up and they're all pissed off.
Yeah,
You guys are
yeah.
too cool.
Thanks.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, I don't care if I end up on YouTube and like, I mean, I don't care if
We
I.
should look good.
I don't care if I'm on YouTube, but like, you see those videos of the cops that walk up and they're just a-holes.
Yeah,
And they go
yeah,
viral
yeah.
for being an a-hole.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's my worst fear, dude. I think about that a lot.
Well, thank you for being nice then.
Yeah, dude. I mean, people video us
No,
on
it
traffic.
sucks for us 'cause now we don't get content.
People video us on traffic stops all the time.
Yeah.
Especially with like the ICE stuff going around.
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
arrest some like felon that happens to be a person of color, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're deporting him." We're like, "No, like he just raped somebody." But
Hell no.
anyway, here's Officer Tonga.
Hello guys, I'm Officer Tonga.
How's it going? Tyler?
Phone.
Phone?
So who's Ben? Ben? How's you tell? Like it? So here's the thing, right? Is that he called in because people were filming the property, got a package from the and I already spoke to somebody else. He was filming him. I have the footage, I have the text messages, right? Let's let civil problems remain civil, right? And let it be stayed. So at this point, do you guys have your IDs on yet?
I got drivers in my. Yeah, I got
Don't get it back to me.
I got his.
You don't have your ID on yet? Oh, sorry. I thought that was going to be up. So, he was saying, and the 2 females that are involved, so, do you have their information? So, 'cause the
No.
thing is that everybody's being
No.
trespassed
Leave
for
me
that property.
alone.
Yeah, we just barely met those people today.
Okay, do you have their contact information?
1084 with them.
You weren't in contact with them by text or anything?
They're
Yeah, they
YouTubers.
just showed up.
They're cool. Yeah, they're chill.
Renting out an Airbnb.
Not causing any issues.
He said they're cool. They're not causing any issues. Now we have 2 different cops on body cam today saying they're not doing anything wrong. Let me slow it down to 1 time the speed. I'm going to go back a few seconds. Let's see.
You weren't in contact with them by text or anything?
They're YouTubers. They're cool.
They're YouTubers. They're cool. That's what Cole Richardson said. Let me write that down on my little notes here. 1330. $13.34. They're YouTubers. They're cool.
They're chill.
They're chill, not causing any issues. They're cool. They're chill, not causing any issues. Okay, so just moments ago, Tonga said a very similar thing. They haven't committed any crimes. That was Richardson who just said that. They're cool, not causing any issues. I want to know if the BAM map has... I want to see if the BAM map has the redacted versus unredacted. Their lawyer, Kelly Nash. Okay, hold on. This is, let's see, I want to go. How do we go to the dates? It said at the top, but I don't, oh, okay, here, 308, yeah. I want all of the, yeah, it's like all blacked out. Okay, this is 12:55. How do I go forward here?
Officer Tong with American Fork Police Department. Is this Joshua?
Yeah, this is he.
So I guess they don't have the other dates. They don't have all the body camera on here either, I guess. Okay. He said we got no RS. You don't just stop if you got no RS. What's RS, everybody? Before I say it, what's RS? Put in the chat, what's RS? Reasonable, articulable suspicion. This is damning.
Somebody today is being trespassed from that property.
Okay. Yeah, we just barely met those people today.
Okay, do you have their contact information?
Here's 1084 with them.
You weren't in contact with them by text or anything?
They're
Yeah, they
YouTubers.
just showed up.
They're cool. They're chill.
Renting out an Airbnb.
Not causing any issues.
All right, I'm about to turn the volume all the way up. Watch your ears, because I want to hear these 2 cops.
We just barely met them. Like, they were walking out to get
Well, I stopped. Not causing any issues.
We just barely met them. Like, they were walking out to get
Well, I stopped him for stop sign violation. Yeah.
Muted. I stopped him for a stop sign violation. The guy, this guy over here to the right of Cole Richardson says, you don't just stop people if you have no reasonable articulable suspicion. Cole Richardson said, oh, I stopped him for a stop sign violation. He probably did some, thing like this, or something. Because there was like an odd, awkward pause. 3509. Got no RS. And then Cole G. Richardson said, oh, I stopped him for a stop sign violation. Yeah, I'm sure you fucking did, buddy. We heard Tonga on the camera earlier today saying what? See if you can get a stop.
We just barely met them. Like, they were walking out to get
Well, I stopped him for stop sign violation. Yeah.
Mute. Why'd they mute? They're talking about the reason they stopped somebody. Don't you think that's pretty important to have on the recording? Okay, he's going back to the car, taking a picture. Yeah, why is this cop taking pictures of people's driver's licenses on his personal phone? They mute more than the redactions by the clerk. We have a mutiny on our hands, everybody. Yeah, mute, mute, mute. Yeah, the mic mute button should not be a hardware interrupt. It should be a metadata flag to indicate the officer is requesting to mute to those who process the footage later. I mean, it's just sickening. Still muted. These guys are still intimidating and bullying them. This is a completely unlawful stop. Just still muted. I wonder if this guy muted his. Do we have his?
Like, okay, we'll take him to court. We give him the court we won. And then he shut down his Lego store so it wasn't paying us. So, like, well, I guess we'll just go to his house and just politely ask. Like, we were looking at the plan. That's what the game plan was. I was literally like, hey, I think it's kind of a stupid move to shut down the
Starting
store
off,
so it wasn't paying us.
you say politely, but starting off with by dropping off a box with rubber ducks in it, that doesn't go over well.
What's impolite about that? I mean, I don't want somebody doing that to my house for sure, but like, is it not polite? What if it was gifts? What if it was a gift?
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Okay. Well, it probably stemmed from. You said you run YouTube, right?
Yeah.
With a lot of followers.
We haven't posted anything about this though.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so my plan was just to walk up and explain, like, hey, we won in court. I know you're trying
Like, I know this is tedious, y'all, but somebody's got to do it. I'm glad y'all are in here with me doing it.
And we weren't getting solid news and stuff, so like, please open up the store for us so we can stick your letters. That was our plan. Like, we already won in court. We're going to get arrested in 2 weeks. Like, if you don't open the store for us, you don't have to get arrested. Like, I don't want to get arrested. You don't want to get arrested. I definitely want to get arrested. If you're arrested,
Yeah. But at the end of the day, you can't force anybody to do anything.
yeah, we're gonna force them. We're gonna politely ask.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like showing up here.
Mute. Or he turned it off. Okay. Wow. Me, I'm ready to get to a new thing. All right. What's this now? 1313. Did we already watch this one? Oh, this is just in the car. Does anything happen in here? They don't arrest anybody or anything. I don't feel like watching that one live. I think it's just the back of the car. So let's go to the next video after that. So we watched this one. 1316. We didn't watch that. I'm just going to keep refreshing it. That worked last time. That freaked me out the first time. I thought they had kicked us off forever, for life. Come on. Thanks so much to Speedy for the $2 super chat. Clearly Established has done a few American Fork Police Department videos. Good to know. Thanks much to Salt in Exile for the $5. American Fork said ducks were impolite, but Mormons showing up unannounced with gifts. Mormons show up unannounced with gifts all the time. Yeah, a gift of the word of the good Lord or whatever. Thank you to It's Just Shara for the $5. Thank you for taking the time to do this. We need people with a voice to call out the corruption. It probably happens often, but it's so overlooked. Could be. It like wants to work, and then it just like go away. Okay, I'm gonna reset this thing here. We're having issues again. We're having problems. It's really thinking. It's trying hard. It's just like thinking and thinking. Now I don't know. Everything's all glitching. It'll download in a couple minutes. Don't be stepping on the stolen Lego. Lazy Bones intern, sheesh. Yeah, it's buffering. Well, I don't got nowhere to be, so I can wait. Let me see if I can check. I was just not trying to check Ben's like court date thing, but that's acting weird too. It's like log in again in 30 minutes. You have too many concurrent sessions going. Like everything's like freaking out. 3. Yeah, it's like you exceeded the number of concurrent logins. What the fuck does that mean? Please log out other sessions or try again in 30 minutes. If you feel this is an error, contact your administrator. What the hell? Viv Slav said, I went on an LDS mission. I had companions that would walk around and look in windows. FYI, I am inactive as well. Better to go to hell with honest people than live in heaven full of liars. Oh! Yeah. Thanks so much to Zip for the $4.99. We should be covering this. I don't know who is we. Lego Raid was just the beginning. I did see that. I don't want to show it on my channel before I have a chance to redact or not redact, but like kind of blur some of it out because I ain't trying to get kicked off YouTube or whatever. A lot of people can do stuff I'm not allowed to do for whatever reason. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Jennifer. Why does the public have to question or use the term they as to who is responsible for the justice system? I did read Discipline and Punish by Michel Foucault, and I have, thank you for the $10, I have not been able to stop thinking about the Panopticon since. Video of the LDS kid I saw on Ben's channel. I thought he went to Josh's church to see if they could talk to someone who knew him. The kid just came out of the church. He agreed to knock on the door. I'm just going to refresh this again. It's like just this. Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. It's thinking. It's like there's some movement here. I don't want to go to heaven. I don't want to go to hell. I want to escape the whole thing. I just want out. I want out of the whole thing. I don't want to go to heaven either. I just want to be beyond. I want to be beyond that. I know. Look at that thumb. What's wrong with it? All right. I guess in the meantime, I'll make another account for the court login. I'm making another account so we can see what's going on in court while we wait for this to upload. Does that make it crackle more? Look at that thumb. Why are we stuck looking at this thumb? Gotta put my card information in here so I can pay for the documents. Let's see. Okay. I'm in. Let's see, what is it? 260402. Oh, shoot. All right. 260402. No, nothing new. All right. Let's see. I want to actually log out because. All right. Well, that sucks. Let's see. This is just going to be doing this now. I know there's another home invasion video floating around. I know. Dirty cop thumbnail. And his thumb is dirty. You know who made a really good video about this? Legal Eagle. I embrace the meta of the thumbnail being the thumbnail. I mean, and then it's ugly. There's an ugly thumbnail. Everything's freaking out right now. Like, it's wanting me to do two-factor. Open the Google app. All right, hold on. Let's see. Legal Eagle actually made a really good video about this. He's made a few videos about it, but he made one that came out last night called CoffeeZilla Investigation Changes Everything. It's already, golly, it's already got 1.1 million views on the front end. Bricks and Minifigs screwed, it says in the thumbnail. Thought that was worth the watch. What's this?
CoffeeZilla's Bricks and Minifigs video changed the way a lot of people view this story. For weeks, the Mansell Lego collection was talked about as being worth up to $200,000.
I like this channel, Echo Base Network. I feel like I'm watching like my uncles talk about something I care about or something.
Then CoffeeZilla looked at the records and said the real number was closer to 107.
At the beginning of this story, you saw the social post saying this collection was worth $200,000. In Crystal Gorman's inventory, which has a high and low estimate value of these various Lego items, the real estimated value is about $107,000.
And even Reckless Ben admitted he regrets running with the $200,000 figure.
With the information I had, it's like, I guess the collection.
I'm just like passing the time until this uploads. This is like our actually, you know what I have we can look at? Some of the reports from that incident we just watched a little bit of. Okay. This is Tonga and Richardson. Incident report from American Fork. Let me make sure I have the redacted one. Nope. Oh, I don't know if I have a redacted one of this. Hold on, let me just make sure nobody's address or anything is in here. Okay. So this is the incident report from that day. Trespassing. Tonga. Suspected trespassing. Now the incident did last all the way until the 23rd, but it started at 12:48. Okay, so when did the body camera footage that we watched, when did that start? It started at 12:55. So they're saying 12:48 is when this incident supposedly started, and then 12:46. Okay. En route at 12:49, arrived at 12:50. This is like actually not lining up to what the body cam times said. Tyler, okay, let's see. All right, so the first thing here, body cam, yes. Officers responded to Joshua Johnson's residence at something, whatever his address is, for an individual that dropped off a suspicious package. Now, we already know this is exactly what I was trying to do. I was exactly trying to do this because it's like, all right, we watched that ourselves. We've now watched it ourselves. Was it a suspicious package? Like, what does suspicious exactly mean? Was it a suspicious package, or did he know exactly what was in it? Something likely to arouse doubt, mistrust, or the belief that something is wrong or illegal. It can also describe a person who is feeling distrustful. Fine, we can call it a suspicious package, but I do think it is a little bit misleading. Like, it was a package full of rubber ducks. It was found that the events occurred due to a YouTuber, Ben, attempting to take action over a civil case out of Oregon. Multiple individuals were notified of trespass from the location. On the 11th, okay, so this is like the next day. So that was the only thing that really happened on that 8th. Okay, the 8th. Now, this is something from the 11th. Josh Johnson reported a suspicious individual, later identified as Tyler Shaw, arrived at his home acting as a UPS worker and dropped off a package of rubber ducks. Wasn't that on the 8th? See, this is why it's like we have to watch the body camera footage, because that happened actually on the 8th. This is exactly the type of stories that I was like trying to be like, these people can't keep their stories together. Okay, so I've made my little annotation here. I then responded to the scene. When arriving, I observed one vehicle oddly parked in Josh Johnson's neighborhood, blocking a resident's driveway. The vehicle was occupied by one individual, Benjamin Adams. Josh Johnson's wife advised that she observed Benjamin Adams. I think that's the one that Josh Johnson called that Mexican kid, or that Mexican. Yeah, that Mexican kid, he said. Observed Adams recording the residents prior to law enforcement arriving. Then when I then approached the vehicle on foot and made contact with Benjamin Adams. When speaking with him, he initially stated he was there to pick up his friend for a date. I asked him if I could see his camera to see if he had photographed the home. He consented. So far, that is true. When doing so, he hesitated and stated that he is a videographer that documents abandoned buildings and architecture. He further explained that he did take a picture of the residence, but it was only for his photography. Adams then presented his phone and consented to the officer observing his camera roll. That is true. Why did he do that? I don't know. One of the most recent captures in the camera roll was a video that was recording Joshua Johnson as he was pacing around his house like a freaking maniac. Oh, excuse me. He was walking around the curtilage of his home while on the phone. The timing and body language of Joshua Johnson is believed to be in line with when Joshua Johnson was speaking on the phone with Tonga. So as Tonga was there in the car talking to Josh is on the phone with Tonga, and he's being recorded by Adams. Adams then recanted his statement, advising that he had been lying. That is true. We did observe that. Adams stated that Ben Schneider had actually flown to Utah the day prior, so March 7th, and had reached out to him for help in filming. Adams stated that Schneider was paying him for his assistance in videoing. Adams consented to me taking pictures of the text messages. The messages have been attached to the case. Adams then stated that Ben Schneider, Reckless Ben, was on the scene prior to our arrival, was on scene, snitch, and left in another vehicle, believed to be a dark Hyundai Elantra that was seen in the area, and then they hunted that Elantra down like predators hunting prey. At this point, Adams was notified that he was trespassed from the residence. He was notified and released on the scene without further. He didn't bother finishing the sentence. On initial arrival, Josh Johnson had advised me about a dark-colored Hyundai Elantra and stated he believed the vehicle was also involved. Officer Richardson, entered the scene. Cole Richardson, the little cuck of the group, or actually, I guess this one would be the cuck, the little young blood. And stated that he believed the vehicle was also involved. Officer Richardson stopped the vehicle for traffic violations, but we also heard this guy say, see if you can get a stop. See Officer Richardson's supplement for further on the initial traffic stop. After contact with Benjamin Adams, I responded to Officer Richardson's traffic stop. Now, it doesn't say here that they were holding, leaves out, or I'll say omits, that Richardson was holding them there unlawfully, extending the traffic stop, the pretextual traffic stop. I typed human trafficking so much, my like muscle memory does that K there. Okay, so he does fail to mention some very important details here, like, for example, that Officer Richardson was actually unlawfully detaining and unlawfully extending the traffic stop for no reason other than so Tonga could come over there and punch into his hand. When arriving, I made contact with two males identified as Tyler and Benjamin. Actually, no, false. When you arrived, you said, "Who's Ben? Who's Ben?" Shaw was in the driver's seat, and Schneider was located in the rear. Both males had recording devices that were running. Schneider explained that he was in Utah filming a YouTube series in regards to the civil proceedings out of Oregon. Schneider stated that he was representing... Okay, no, he didn't. He didn't say he was representing. That's another, I think kind of misleading statement, because it makes it seem like Ben was pretending to be a lawyer, which is actually what Josh Johnson does, not what Ben does. Ben never said he was representing anyone. But they almost make it seem like Ben was like trying to pretend to be a lawyer, which he wasn't doing. But that I do believe that is what Josh Johnson does. That's my opinion. He was representing the son of a business owner that was currently in civil proceedings against Josh Johnson. Schneider claimed that in 2 weeks, Josh Johnson would have a warrant for his arrest out of Oregon, and that he was in Utah to attempt to get either the property that was claimed to be stolen or the equivalent in money, reported to be about $100,000 from Josh Johnson prior to the warrant being issued. Schneider, Reckless Ben, it's interesting because Schneider, Ben's name is mentioned here, but they white out and redact Josh Johnson's, like we don't know who the hell that is. Obviously it's Josh. Schneider stated that he only wanted to speak with Josh. He only wanted to speak with him and see if he could get him to come to an agreement. Okay, so nothing wrong, nothing illegal. He only wanted to speak to see if they could come to an agreement or hand over the property. Both males in the vehicle denied any involvement in dropping the packages off earlier that morning. Both males stated they did not know the females that assisted them earlier due to just meeting them, but they confirmed that they were involved. Both Shaw and Schneider were notified that they were trespassed from Josh Johnson's property, and that they could not return. Both males acknowledged and advised they understood that they were trespassed. They were then released. When reviewing the digital footage, it was found that Tyler Shaw was the individual who impersonated a UPS driver and dropped off the package to Josh Johnson's residence. Shortly after leaving the scene, Josh Johnson called in a follow-up, stating that Schneider was attempting to contact him by phone on multiple different numbers. He stated Joshua Aaron Johnson stated that he did not want any contact with Ben Schneider. I advised Joshua Aaron Johnson to notify the numbers that he did not want any contact with them and to block the numbers. Photos in the video obtained from Ben Adams have been attached to the case. This is the guy that was like lied to the cops and then reneged or recanted. Multiple individuals were notified of trespass. No criminal charges were filed for anyone. Ben and his involved persons were advised to allow the Oregon courts to handle the matter and not to harass the Johnsons. I was unable to identify the female individuals involved. Due to this, I informed Schneider that involved persons would be trespassed and not to send additional individuals to the residence. So then we get the supplemental report from Cole G. Richardson. Now, importantly, this is like about a week later, over a week later. So he didn't write this report right as soon as it happened. He waited a week and a day to write this report. I assisted Officer Tonga on this case. I arrived on the scene and was immediately told a potential suspect involved was leaving the scene. Okay, so it was a potential suspect leaving the scene at first. And then that's whenever Tonga said, see if you can get a stop. I flipped my patrol vehicle around and screeched in someone's driveway, skirt, to try to follow the suspect and hopefully gather a license plate. No, that's not true. That's a lie. Okay, I'm so glad we just did the tedious work of watching this. See if you can get a stop. Not see if you can get a license plate. Not see if you can get a license plate. No. See if you can get a stop. So he says, oh, I was there just to hopefully gather a license plate. This is a bold-faced, unmitigated bullshit lie. We heard what's his name on camera saying, see if you can get a stop. Yeah, you assisted Officer Tonga by what? Seeing if you could get a stop, and you got that stop. It wasn't, oh, go get the license plate number. No, see if you can get a stop. That's what you said. That's what was said. While seeing if I could get a stop, quote, I observed the vehicle fail to stop. Oh, lie again. Because at first it was fail to stop. I saw him fail to stop. But then when the body cam footage came out, obviously showed that he did obviously stop. Then all of a sudden it was, oh, it wasn't fail to stop. It was a failure to stop before the line. He stopped after the line. So this is another one of those lies. And it's like, if you don't sit here and watch through the tedious, like each thing, like you kind of miss this stuff. Why did he pull Tyler Ben over? Okay, story one, really it was, number one is see if you can get a stop from Tonga. Number two is failed to stop. Okay, so there's two different reasons here. Okay, so failed to stop before the stop line at a stop sign, as well as failure to come to a complete stop. See, two different things. Fail to stop before the stop line and fail to come to a complete stop. But when he was talking to Tyler, what did he tell Tyler? Do you know why I pulled you over? Because you ran the stop sign. Because you ran the stop sign. You didn't come to a complete stop, he said, about 1:14 p.m. You know why I pulled you over? Officer Richardson, you didn't come to a complete stop. But now it's, also failed to stop before the line. But this is all pretextual. This was an unconstitutional stop because really the reason that he pulled him over is because Tonga told him while Richardson was squealing his tires out in a residential driveway to go see if he could get a stop. See if you could get a stop. So all of this other stuff is just lies that he's putting in a police report. He said, I initiated a traffic stop in American 4. I approached the driver and began contact with this person. I asked the driver for a driver's license. He was identified as Tyler Shaw. One of the first things I observed was Tyler had a rear passenger that was sitting behind the passenger seat holding a camera. Oh, of course. The first thing he's going to notice is a camera because cops hate cameras. I noticed numerous cameras were filming me during this encounter. Well, I mean, if 2 is numerous, yeah, I guess. Out of mutual conversation, see? It wasn't an interrogation. It was a mutual conversation. And that's why you don't, what is it? What do we not do? Talk to cops. When you know they just pulled you over for no freaking reason, do not talk to them. That's not legal advice. That's just common sense. Out of mutual conversation, I found out. One of them was Ben Schneider. He shared a YouTube handle known as Reckless Ben and began boasting about the channel and what it does. That's not true. That's not true. We sat there and listened to that whole conversation twice. Ben never boasted. Never boasted. He said his channel wasn't that big. He said his channel wasn't that big. He said he didn't have that many subscribers. He likes to try and, take down bad guys. There was no stop line, Eldona said. Or Idolone said. There doesn't actually have to be a painted stop line. The rule is 3 feet before the sign. He wasn't boasting, but again, this is why you can't trust these pigs. I listened to Ben as Officer Tonga came to our location. No, you unlawfully extended the traffic stop, bitch. Let's call it what it is, you little bitch. Also not true. I'm glad about them cameras, huh? Imagine that in the days before. Imagine the days before there was body cam. What it should say is he unlawfully extended the stop to wait for Tonga. Unlawfully. But see how he writes it here? He writes it like, oh no, we were just chit-chatting and Ben was boasting, so I was just standing there. I listened to Ben as Officer Tonga came to our location, and he was flying too, running over every damn speed bump and curb. While waiting, Ben told me about a civil situation involving one of our, see how they say this? One of our American Fork residents. Okay, so these are the hood rats and hooligans, but our residents. And he was doing this to get money from the resident. Holy shit, this little lying little worm. While waiting, Ben told me about a civil situation involving one of our American Fork residents and what he was doing to get money from the resident. Oh, that's one way to freaking put it. I asked no incriminating questions, not true, and just listened. All I did was listen and force them to stay there. With my body-worn camera recording, well, what he also did was he walked away, muted his camera for about 10 minutes of this entire thing, or his audio. Can't stop behind a stop line that doesn't exist, LLC. I asked no incriminating questions. Yeah, right. I just listened. I took no action on the traffic offense and turned the scene over. See, this right here is an admission that you didn't really pull him over for that traffic offense. You pulled him over because your daddy, Tonga, needed to come over there and go, who's been? How do you like Utah? That's really what it was all about, my opinion. Kept the license. Yep, and he kept the license. This is another thing. This is unlawful as well, unlawful detention. He kept the license and didn't give it back. So really Tyler really couldn't leave. So it was an unlawful detention. I hope they sue the shit out of the American Fork Police Department. I mean, I'll say this. I donated to the legal fund. Actively called Tonga to the scene. Yup. Okay, so what we have here is this thing still loading. So I guess, I mean, I don't know. Like, I wanted to get through all of the stuff that happened on the 8th today, but I'm getting a little tired. So thank you everybody for tuning in today. Why is the supplemental statement when he was the primary officer of the stop? That's a great question too. I wanted to get to the rest of these, but I mean, we got through 3 of them today. We'll go through more of these as time permits. I'll probably go through some of them myself as well, but thanks for hanging out today. Thank you all for the super chats and all of that. And yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on this docket, and I'll be back probably tomorrow. I'll see you then. In the meantime, facts ain't defamation, neither are opinions. Please don't contact anybody I mentioned in these videos. Everybody's innocent till proven guilty. Love you, mean it. Okay, bye.